Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked, sacred city of Arden.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
All right.
sorry.
Now you're grand. All right, let's rock and roll. It is February 21st, aka the 21st of Deuterios. It is a drizzly, mostly cloudy, foggy kind of day. And who we got playing today?
I'm Ed. I am returning as Hedgewarder, the Goblin Fighter. He's still nursing his ruptured spleen, but he's eager to get back out there and find some cash.
And I'm MK. I'll be playing Galil, the reluctant wizard. Doesn't seem to be doing very well in school, very low intelligence, but somehow still surviving.
The thought that counts. Awesome. So, what I think today we're going to be getting a bunch of townsfolk and stuff in. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember the rules for townsfolk. They are 15 gold pieces ahead. You don't see what gear they get. They do start with gear, and you don't see their stat modifiers until you hire them. So you can assume that they're all lying.
Are shovels and like mining equipment available in random starting gear?
No.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Okay, so we'll have to buy it anyways.
How much money?
I've got 440. Like I can bankroll this expedition today.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think that's the least I can do after burning through like 20 high-level spells, trying to learn them with like, -2 intelligence.
Hang on, brother. I don't know if you can even buy shovels and pickaxes at the inn.
That's what I was saying. I didn't see it in any equipment list. Do we have to like go punch a tree and learn how to craft a shovel first?
No. I think we can assume you could buy them, but I don't think they're an item that I don't know. There would be. Let's do
What
a
if we
percentage chance. Yeah.
But what if we started in Gosterwick and went up the stairs rather than
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that
and go down? Is there more chance there'd be some mining gear in Gosterwick?
Oh yeah, I would say there's 100% certainty that there's mining.
Maybe we could hire some
Gosterwick.
actual miners.
Yeah.
Surely there's a group of dwarves there that wants to get paid to go clear some rubble for us.
The townsfolk.
Yeah, there's a dwarf in there. But...
Oh yeah, the townsfolk I did generate. I was expecting, and I rolled the number for like the inn rather than Gosterwick. I would imagine there's more adventurers and townsfolk in Gosterwick for you to call upon.
But is there a limit to how many NPCs we can take?
Well? I think there's a reasonable one. Is that as soon as if someone says the number and someone cracks a smile, I think that's too many.
Okay.
I think that's the fairest. I don't know, man.
Take a deep breath, prep your stern face.
Yeah.
Because I think, yeah, I think ideally we'd take, I don't know.
I mean,
four townsfolk, and we probably need an
like
adventurer. We're probably gonna need like a fighter or something. I mean, I'm a fighter, but my gear's rubbish. But maybe we could take an adventurer, as well. But again, it's your money. So
yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like 4 people to do the digging basically, and a thief is always useful. But I mean, this is like a ruined tunnel kind of cleared out, so maybe a good fighter. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I made my earnings from the poop tunnel. So.
Or it's only Flavius's, right? Oh no, these other ones as well.
Yeah. I just rolled an 11 extra set of people.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 set of townies. I just rolled who's not going to be included more out of my list. Okay. Sick. All right. You can find there are 4 dwarfs. 2 elves.
Do we get a mining bonus if we have an all dwarf party?
No.
Like they can sing in unison. Are they from the same clan?
No. Just I like where your head's at, but no.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna post all these lads.
Hmm.
Been all
I mean,
fun.
yeah, okay. Good lush.
Didn't Flavius come with us before? Somebody got his XP somewhere.
Flavius did come with us before. I think he was with Caius before.
Oh, yeah, he dragged my body, my other character's body out of the
Yeah, he did a
million
good
pit.
job.
Yeah.
I mean, if Gond is around, he's been out with us a few times.
Let's see how many So these were I rolled the townsfolk. I don't know how many extra adventures are
Yeah.
here.
I think Gond is just there because he's promised to us the next time we happen to go out.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
He's sworn. When was the
Oh,
last
if he
time?
sworn to someone else,
Did he go out
maybe.
last? Did he go out 2 days ago?
I thought he came with us on the ill-faced expedition where Acreon died. Yeah, he was.
Right.
He was the dwarf fighter
Oh.
on that expedition.
Yeah, you know what we
And then
didn't do? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Drum and Gond. There they are. You know what we didn't do?
Yeah.
We didn't roll loyalty checks for them. So I need you to roll loyalty checks for them.
I wasn't in the last one. Does that matter?
Nope. No one
Okay.
rolled for them, so you two are here. You get to do it.
Is this a D20 plus charisma?
Yeah, it would be D20 plus charisma plus 1 because they got a fair shake. Actually, you know what? No, D20 plus charisma. I'm gonna say the session was too harrowing. I'm not giving them like a +1 loyalty. You know, good time, good mood.
Sure.
Bonus.
I mean,
Okay.
I have a -1. Do I have to roll for them?
There.
Do I have
Gone.
to roll for one of them?
I rolled a 4, so look at me. Didn't even adventure with them trying to test their loyalty.
Just roll a D20, and I think the number was actually like you just have to beat like a 10 or something like that.
Okay, I'll roll a D20. 17.
Oh, nice. So, in order, I don't know what the order was, so I'm gonna go with the order that was on my sheet. Drom was MK's 4.
Mm-hmm.
So Drom's not available, but guess what? Gond's here.
Gond's here. I think we should take Gond. Yeah.
Oh man, he's beefy. Yeah.
He's got a magical club as well, I think.
He does.
Is it magical?
Club.
Yeah, I don't know how he ended up with magical club. I wasn't there.
We didn't have any melee characters in the party.
He's got a club. He's got healing potions. he's like more equipped than half the party.
Scroll of detect magic. I can't even cast that.
Yeah, he's just carrying it.
Okay, well, yeah. So I guess Gond, the thief, and 4, or should we just get 2 townsfolk, and then with the 4 of them and us 2, that should be enough to clear it, you think?
Yes, that's going to be 6. It's going to be 60 gold pieces for Flavius and Gond.
And how much for the townsfolk?
Then it's going to be another 30 for 2 townsfolk.
Okay, so 90, and I don't have any. I have a lantern. I don't have any oil or anything.
I have torches.
You have torches. Oh, I have light on this character. Okay.
I have 2 torches on Hedgewater. Although I realise if we're starting from Gostwick, he's going to have to carry the marble arm around with him.
That's true. You're going to carry the arm.
Just dragging it behind you.
Well,
wait, since we were just getting Gond and Flavius, who were already there, I guess we didn't have to go Gostwick, right?
No. You are. These folks. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, Flavius was in Gosterwick, but it's okay. You can start in. No,
okay.
yeah, sorry, the other way around. He's at the inn, but no, you can start with Flavius. Gond.
Okay.
Fine. You could have just said yeah, it's fine. You hired him way before downtime, so he's available here. I don't want to worry about it. I generated him. We already had to audit it or audible. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. So that's 90 for the 2 hirelings and the 2 townsfolk.
Sure.
I need some oil, which is another how much?
I need the 2 townsfolk.
Oh, doesn't matter. Okay.
I think it,
2d4. Let me see what the dice say.
oh yeah. Oh, you think these guys are all equal? That's funny. That's real funny.
Yeah. There's no way to tell. I
A
just wouldn't.
3 and a 3.
Alright, there are 2 lists. You can grab one. So that would be
Oh, yeah.
Razalith and Bando.
Bando, and Razalith.
Is a halfling going to be strong though? Could be.
Yeah, but maybe we'll run into the other halflings and he'll be friendly to them or something.
Okay, let's take Razalith and Bando Cubit. Okay. Oh, he's a herbalist.
Yeah. So I don't have full stats for them. I just have like a note of stats and an Excel sheet. So
Strength plus 0. And we had to look at this halfling. Oh, he's strength +1. Okay.
these guys are level 0, so they have 1 HP.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
He has 2 grappling hooks.
He's got 2 grappling hooks. That could be handy, actually.
Dude,
Yeah.
He fights with them in both his hands. They're my father's.
The iron spikes, he can use the club to spike in some of the stones, and then the grappling hook to like pull them out. We've got some rope, a bunch of crowbars. Yeah, that's okay.
And what's healing potion club? Okay, looks like Gon's got an oil flask and a torch. And Flavius got a couple of oil flasks as well, and he's got a lantern as well.
Okay, so then I'll just take an oil flask, for my own lantern, and that should be good.
Flavius has got rope as well, should be handy. And then we just need some pickaxes, I guess, or shovels.
Yeah. Let's see if a pickaxe is different than a shovel in terms of. I'm looking at the OSRIC stats now for all this stuff. Because I don't think it's in OSE SRD. I think I have to look at my carcass crawlers downstairs. So here's a shovel. It's 2 gold pieces. A pickaxe will also be the same. So you can either have a shovel or a pickaxe, 2 gold piece. Can
we get 2 of each?
Yeah, 1 slot, 2.
Oh, okay. I will carry 1 pickaxe. Actually, no. Give them to the hirelings. The townsfolk will get the pickaxes, and the 2 adventurers will get the shovels.
I'm not sure Flavius has any more capacity to carry anything.
I have 1 capacity to carry. Okay, I'll carry the shovel.
I can actually no. I'll carry it. I've got quite a bit of capacity.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a shovel. Yeah.
So what does that end up being total? Like 100 gold? Is 90 plus 8 for the materials plus the 1 thing of oil I bought, which I think is 2 also.
Yeah, sounds about right, yeah.
Sure. Sorry, last point of order is just who's going to be piloting these hirelings.
Well, shall I take Gon, because then it's both fighters get to act together, and I guess I passed a loyalty check for him, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and I'll take Flavius, I guess.
Yeah, and then do we need to pilot the townsfolk need piloting as well? Are they going to have any decisions to make? Well, let's just I'll take the halfling then, and you take the human. Bando Cubit.
Let's swap these.
He has 2 first names.
Bando Cubit.
Yeah.
It's a cool name. Is that another artisanal one?
No, that one's a rando. That's a random. They all can't be artisanally baked. Okay, cool. Logistics out of the way. We have our adventures, but we're gonna start in Gosterwick instead.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gotta try and not lose this marble arm.
Mm-hmm. Great. See, I said it's a drizzly, foggy day. You're going up the stairs here. see if there's anything crazy about the alley. No. Okay. I'll make it to the stairs and the ruined tower just fine. But you'll see that you're not alone going to the stairs in the ruined tower. For across the river from the tower and the way you go up, you catch sight of a small party, a band led by clearly like a competent merchant, directing a couple mules of goods surrounded with 6 guards. These guards are obviously hired hands, but they seem to be, the type of guards you do not F with, right? They seem to know their stuff. They're going in standard formations. They're keeping their eyes peeled, especially as they're beginning to scale the cliffs on the other side of the river. Now, when you were here earlier, the first time, those stairs don't go anywhere.
So there are there stairs? There are stairs, or is a path on the other side of the river, but they don't seem to lead anywhere.
Yeah, so there's another set of switchback stairs going up the other side, on the western side, across the waterfall, right?
Like here.
So it's paralleled. However, those stairs are in absolute disrepair, and they do not extend past, I forget the exact number. It's less than 1,000. It's more than 500, right? Before it just turns into flat, just, baboon covered, like just flat rocks, trees. There's no switchback stairs anymore. But you see them going about 300, like halfway, or like let's say less than halfway, like maybe 200 feet up, making their way as the mist starts to pour down. They're too far away to like flag down, right?
We can tell that we can definitely tell that it's a merchant, can't we?
Yeah, for sure. Based on the pack animals and supplies. Yeah.
And they wouldn't blindly be going up this. I'm sure they know of a route or something.
No. It's not, you don't see like the merchant doing like hands akimbo to the side, like looking at it, like, let me see that map again, there's nothing like that at all. She seems very competent, and, she's just, making sure that the mules are, and stuff, what they're bringing is coming along well.
Now, did we hear a rumor last session about another route somewhere on the?
Yes, the rumor I have was about the soul burning.
Oh, that was about the cult of Set, soul burning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but didn't we hear another rumor that people, wasn't it mentioned at the Broken Head Inn that people are getting to the Forum of Set from some route other than the pyramid? I'm sure someone mentioned that to us.
I mean, I'd say we just kind of follow up behind them if we want to scope out another potential entrance, because
can we see where they cross the river? Does it look like there's any way to cross the river here?
You have to go back to Gosterwick. Yeah, there's a placid lake near the Azure Keep. There's a way to cross over there, but it's kind of far away and not really was worth mentioning. But yeah, you could definitely go up the other way.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe we should put a pin in this for next time. Now we've got all our mining gear. We've kind of got our goal, haven't we?
We're on our way to Gosterwick right now.
Bando is sitting there like, no, sirs, there ain't no way we're going back to Gosterwick and turning around this way now. We've come too far.
Don't worry, don't worry yourself, Bando. It's interesting though. I wonder where they're off to. I hadn't heard of a. Well, I heard rumors of another route, but we can't see where they're going. It's like all misty up there, is it? There's no like obvious destination on that side of the.
No, it terminates 100% into just flat rock. There's nothing there.
Should we send Flavius to go scout out and then catch up with us later?
No, I think we should proceed to Beastman Caves, but
yeah,
that level of autonomy.
I mean, if it all goes wrong in Beastman Caves and we have to beat a retreat, maybe we can do a secondary plan, or maybe a
Retreat
path
into
gets set
the
up.
unknown area that seems like a dead end. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Or we can, maybe next expedition, or can scope this one out. But I think we need everyone. Just the two of us. I don't think we can afford to send anyone off. Regretfully, but it's interesting anyway.
I mean, we got 2 fighters. What else could we need? Maybe a shield and an armor.
Yeah, but I'm guessing, Eric, you're going to say that we can't send off Flavius to.
No, I'd say if you wanted to give Flavius that level of autonomy, I will require some sort of loyalty morale test for him, because I'm gonna be honest with you, he'll probably just go get drunk in Gosterwood instead and say he didn't find anything.
Absolutely.
There's a chance he'll do it. Like, there's totally a chance he'll do it, but I'm saying we leave it to the dice, because he's a hireling, and I'm gonna be real, that's what I would do. So.
And the merchant looks like they pay better than us, anyways.
Yeah, he doesn't want to.
My charisma's low, but I think we should continue with what we're doing. But
what Flavius would remark, I think I would give you a little extra intel here. Like, remember those guards not to be effed with?
Yeah.
Those are like benevolent brotherhood, like lackeys. Those are true bravos and enforcers that you don't want to mess with. So perhaps maybe the benevolent brotherhood. You know who employed the muscle on that expedition.
Yeah, sure. And everyone's sort of aware of the benevolent brotherhood's reputation.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
an open
very
secret.
Benevolent.
They're not that benevolent.
I think they do.
They put that in their name and lie.
I mean, think about the amount of arson they save on a monthly basis.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. That's kind of a lot for a low price.
It's a low price, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of incredible when you think about it. How many non-accidental fires are not started a month on their watch?
Truly heroes.
Yeah. Saying they do put on tremendously nice potlucks. But so anyways, we're getting off track. The stairs, yeah. So you spotted those guys far away, heading up the stairs to nowhere. But cool. Shall we progress up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. I was generous with you the very first session, climbing these stairs.
Okay.
The fact that it is drizzly, mostly cloudy, and foggy means I'm going to actually require some, let's say, dangerous trekking type skills. Let me just describe the problem, and you can give me the answer here. It's slippery as hell, and you can't see anything, and you're hundreds of feet up in the air. So tell me what you want to do to get around that problem, right? Because normally it's loud as hell. It is wet, but you guys are competent adventurers and you can see what you're doing. Now you can't see what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And everything is really soaking wet, even the handholds and everything. So because of that, I'm going to have to ask for some sort of thing, like that. I'm not going to I'm going to ask for something of not just, and so it was, right? We're going to need to.
Okay. Well,
doing nothing would be a dexterity test that otherwise you might slip. Let's just say like the exposure to danger here is very high.
Well, we've got 60 feet of rope. We've got iron spikes.
We've got 2 grappling hooks.
Yeah.
We've got 2 grappling hooks. I'm wondering if we can. We're probably gonna need way more than 10 iron spikes to do this. But I'm wondering if we can sort of tie ourselves together with the rope and then kind of spike up, kind of use the spikes to kind of secure the rope as we move up the.
And the person at the end could pull the iron spike and pass it back up to the front.
Yeah. So it would be quite slow going.
Well, that's low contrast. Let me just give you a mark on the map of the cliffs, the illustrated map, we're approximately around the X, and as you are making that switch up to Arden, where the closer to the waterfall here, this is where now it's starting to get tricky, right?
Okay. And how far off is the Beastman entrance? Is it around the next switchback?
It's literally the next switchback. Yeah, the top of the next switchback, exactly. So not that far.
So I think we should try and use the spikes ropes to tie ourselves together. Proceed cautiously, like as slowly as we can, up this first switchback. That cave at the next switchback, I think, is like, well, presumably no one's in there. Might be Beastmen there, but if it's unoccupied, we could rest there for a bit if we get tired, and then we can tackle the next stretch.
I think we only have to go this far, though.
You do. It's not going to be rolls the entire time, right? I'm not going to make you roll like every 10 feet or whatever. Your plan sounds pretty good. I'll basically let it ride as long as you're willing to continue to be like, hey, we're taking a slow pace. We're doing methodical, and using iron pythons and stuff and rope seems like a very, very safe way to do this. Pretty much fail free as long as you're willing to waste time.
I mean, Hedgewater definitely is, because his dexterity is not very good at all. So he doesn't want to end his adventure career falling off this cliff. He'd rather die on the end of a beastman's sword, I think.
Yeah, and I'm sure these villagers are just scared, so they're gonna be cautious and safe.
Okay. What's the marching order up here?
Well, I think Gond. Well, yeah, I think Gond and Hedgewater will probably be taking the front. I'd actually probably want Gond to go first. If we're in single file, it'd be Gond, Hedgewater, probably then the townsfolk, right, and then
Put them in the middle,
I'm gonna make
and then me, and then Flavius at the very end, because he can.
Yeah, Flavius at the end to kind of have. If we have the townsfolk sandwich in the middle, it means they're less likely to run.
Yeah, can I have someone update the marching order in the top left of the map up here?
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I think going forward, I'm probably just going to get post-it notes, and we're just going to kind of like Kanban it, like every session, just pull people who are active and just put them in the order. Just as
we're going single file, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Also, I think as a price for this safety, just go ahead and just mark off everyone's iron spikes. Don't roll for the amount. I think it's going to take the whole thing.
Yeah. Bando Razalith.
Cool. These were my father's spikes.
Is that all you inherited?
No, them and these two here hooks. And his dreams. And his crippling alcoholism.
His hands. Does he have 2 grappling hooks for hands?
Not yet. Hopefully not. That would be foreshadowing.
It's like, this is not as effective as I thought in that situation.
Wait, has he used it? He's got to use his grappling hooks as well. Is that the
Eddie grapple hands?
No. No, we keep the grappling hooks. He didn't use them all.
No,
okay, so just I've got rid of Rasselif's spikes.
Yeah, that's true. I think losing one full set of spikes here is totally warranted given the difficulty climbing up here. Rather than rolling a d6 number or whatever for sealing a door. This is the whole thing. All right, sorry. Anyways, accounting aside, thanks for giving me the marching order as well. So it would be Gond who sees it first, coming down through the mists, but following closely would be Hedgeward. So both of you see clearly there are glowing spirits descending without any guidance down the staircase towards you. You can see them above you. Just, you can't hear them, right, because of the roar, but you can just see them gently gliding, and I describe them as spirits because each of them is glowing gently orange. Not entirely. It's almost as though, like, from within, they're wearing these robes, right, like these like durable gray robes or cloaks, and beneath the cloaks, as though like protecting something that like some kind of like egg that would be glowing, right, or some sort of something like that would be So it's like giving off this sort of glow from within the cloak. Right? Trying to, like putting a blanket over a very bright light, like you can see it. They are radiating.
And they are floating down there.
Yeah, they're not hovering, but yes, they are very effortlessly gliding down the stairs.
And is there any way we can avoid them?
Sure. Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking of something else. No. There's only one set of these stairs.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, they probably have already noticed you. If any of them look down.
Have they reacted at all? No.
No.
So I feel like we should just push ourselves back as far as we can against the cliff wall and hope they go past.
Okay. So you'll call everybody to stop, right? And everybody like brace the wall.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of questions, but no one can hear. You can't really say anything to each other other than just like stop. But then everyone starts to see the glowy, almost willow-wispy spirits as they come here. Their faces are obviously completely covered and cowled by their gray cloaks and these long gray cloaks. They're walking though. They're touching the ground. Their boots are just very nice. Were either of you in the dungeon where you found that one boot?
My other character was.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
Yep.
Well,
So we started to think these might not be spirits. They might actually be
right.
People.
They look like they are people. They are just the set of fairkin from the forest. Galil, you would probably recognize them for what they are when you see them. This is a high quality adventuring party. Is how I would put it. They are almost like an elf tactical squad.
Okay.
They're like an elf SWAT team.
Elf Rainbow Six or whatever.
Yeah, as they begin to, so you all are like braced to the wall, right? And they can't, and you're like all strapped in from your ropes and everything like that, and they are just strolling in front of you in single file line, and they each look at you, and give you a nice little like nod, right? So when you get close, they like move their hood a little bit. You can see their ears and like their face, and you can see that they're. I guess probably to hedge border here, they all look alike. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, exactly the same.
Like
what's their
tall, gorgeous, blonde hair, ambiguous.
What's their reputation in terms of, are they known to be friendly? Are they looking at us in a way that suggests scorn? Or they just don't seem to care?
Reputation? I don't know. You're like, what's their reputation of like a like SWAT team? Like, I don't know, man.
Okay.
Like they're
so they just look like a well-equipped
they are
party, not like a well-known adventuring party that has like stories about them.
Okay.
Exactly, correct. No, you've never heard of them, especially outside of Elf Country.
And
I think
in Elvish, can I just be like, spare some magical goods for the poor as they walk by?
They instead yes. So what will happen? Here's what happens. Well, actually, make me a charisma test first.
Okay.
Because you're doing this, and I will allow you to talk to them because these guys are so particular elven, and they could probably hear this despite the waterfall.
I was going to say, can they actually hear us over there?
So instead, they will. Okay. So instead of answering your pleas, like as such for treasure, they'll give you something better than treasure. The lead one is you can see that she, because you can determine elf gender, unlike everyone else in the party, she, the fairest of the group, shall instead close your hands, clasp them together, and blow on them, and you'll get a luck token.
Oh, nice. There you go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
And the rest of the group, after doing this, the four others, so 5 total, they don't show. I guess maybe you can catch a glimpse of what they have under them. These guys are just finished adventuring, right? They're loaded up, heading back somewhere. And you can see from that orange glow and stuff, it's some of this most gorgeous rocks you've ever seen. They are almost like a bright orange, think like brighter than like a carrot, quartz. And this one's almost like a geode, right? And you can see from like the crack inside of this geode, this orange quartz that's like pulsating this orange light. And you can see that they all have them of various sizes.
Would Gond recognize what type this is? And like, it's a rock. I assume the dwarf knows.
Well, yeah, but he can't really tell you as this is happening. They'll break out in song as they carry down, right? And we can assume they pass away, and we can, when you guys finally are done your circuit up to the door, you have a chance to talk to it. He's like, "Did you see the amounts of arcanum they had?"
Well, thought it was arcanum, yeah.
Damn. Those elves, kings, and queens must be needing a lot of it.
I wonder where they got it from.
Arden Vol, of course. Vol.
Oh, I know that. I know that Gond. I mean, where in Arden Vol?
I would have never guessed.
Underneath.
One place we can't get because of damn halflings.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what were they? What were they known as?
You don't have a name,
right?
They're just a high quality adventuring party, all elven.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't even have to roll. You don't know the name of these people.
Yeah, sure. They're way beyond our pay grade.
Yeah, they're like, 5 times your level.
Yeah, they're stealing like Arcanum from or trading off for Arcanum. We're like, we've got some townsfolk to get some rubble, maybe.
Yeah, Bando's like, were those angels?
Okay, I just want to turn to him and be like, they were.
Oh, well, that's a great story already, and we haven't even made it in the earth.
It's like, that's evidence our adventure is blessed, and you should be so lucky to come with us today.
Yeah. Flavius is still Flavius and Gond are suspiciously staying quiet and frosty at this time, given their past experiences. Yeah, everything will be great. As they're like still like, eyes on a swivel.
Look what great riches await us. They walked in just as we are now and walked out as angels.
Yeah.
Pep talk?
Yeah. Good pep talk. I'm like, maybe tone it down a little bit, Galil. Come on.
Grand. Yep. Cool. All right. So are we going to the opening?
Yeah.
Nothing else of interest along the time.
Yeah. Let's see what's
cool
situation here.
What is the light situation?
Well, should we get Flavius to spark up his lantern?
Yeah, and I can try to spark up my torch treatment.
Oh, you got that spell, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, so this is intelligence with plus farsight, so only a -1. Great thing. Oh, okay. Well, at least it wasn't a crit fail. What the hell are these rolls today?
You're getting all the bad ones out.
Yeah, get them out now.
My highest has been a 7. Okay.
I mean, that's...
So I don't. It doesn't work.
It's definitely not great. I'll give you that.
So I think we should just adjust the marching rule a little bit if we're going in. Well, actually, maybe we should see can we get in the caves? Have they sealed it up again?
No, the caves are not sealed. However, there is on the inside of this cave a writ that is nailed and enchanted with a blue sigil.
Do we
Yeah.
The sigil?
Yeah, so like you're too far away to read the text, but you can see like the big old blue sigil seal at the very top of it, giving the official thing. It's a shield, so it's an Azure shield writ.
Ah. Okay.
And what's the importance of that?
That'll be a writ from the Knights of the Azure Shield, who are Lady Alexia's.
Oh yeah,
who runs Gosterwick.
Yeah.
Well, probably. I think they're not exclusive to her, right? I think they're
no.
Well, it's like
no.
royal guard coming to find the princess.
But she does seem to have like a
so they're a knightly order.
Garrison, yeah.
So there's plenty of knightly orders, right? So there's stuff like there's one called like the Black Legion. There's another one called like the Sacred Band. But the Knights of the Azure Shield are a separate knightly order. The thing about knightly orders is that they don't have a liege per se, right? They're kind of more how would you say it? Like maybe mercenary, like they get hired out, rather than owing a feudal requirement or anything like that, like a regular knight. Yeah, they are sort of like the long military arm of the ruler of the town of Betacaster / Gosterwick, right? The Green Lady, Lady Alexius Belisarion, everyone knows this, is that they hired the Knights of at least a single sept of the Azure Shield to take over what's now called the Azure Keep, which is sort of like the large keep overlooking the town of Gosterwick, the last line of defense. And so this is like clearly some sort of like official political kind of notice, right?
Okay, we better have a read of it. Maybe it's going to say we can't go in or something.
Yeah, it's like do not enter.
Yeah.
Do not enter on pain of death.
Well,
yeah, so Hedgewater have a read.
Yeah. So Hedgewater will have a read over it, and yeah, your greatest fears are kind of realized as it absolutely is a writ of like, hey, this is dangerous by writ of the Azure Shield. To anyone in here, be extremely careful. It's forbidden to go in here or leave here. This is dangerous, right?
Wait, so is it actually forbidden to go in there, or is it just a warning that it's dangerous?
They say it's let's say it's forbidden, as though like they've ordered it. Now, who are they to you? As long as as long as you're not a cop. So up to you.
Can we hear as we're reading this writ, can we hear any sounds of like people clanking about in night plate mail or anything like that? Is there any sounds coming out, emanating?
Yeah, it's eerily quiet.
And I mean, surely if they're worth their cost, they're not going to be hanging out in this first room. Like, if we manage to take out some stuff here, surely they're going to be further away.
I mean, Hedgewater's got nothing to lose, really. He has no money, nothing. He needs to
I'm
get
chaotic neutral. I couldn't give a shit what these cops say.
I don't know what the townsfolk are going to think. And I don't know what lawful Gond is going to think.
You're going to need to convince them about what it says, because they can't read. But they are... I will say that they can't read, but being townsfolk, they're also pretty good at picking up on bullshit. So you have to... So it's not going to be as easy as saying, like, oh, there's a free-for-all or whatever. You have to do a little better than the lowest hanging fruit. But it's possible to convince them, for sure.
And Flavius and Gond, have they got any qualms?
No, not at all.
Have they read it? Not at all.
They're like, fuck. Flavius is like, absolutely. Gond needed a little bit of convincing, but He's been here before. Fine. I'm still more worried about the lizards and the shields. I can take them handling. Yeah. I don't know about these reptiles.
Me too, Gond. I think what I want to say to townsfolk is, I'm going to say, don't be concerned, my friends. This is the Knights of the Azure Shield have simply posted a bounty here. It says that if we successfully kill or capture any beastmen, the Knights of the Azure Shield will reward us. 100 gold pieces per head. They say, very generous.
There ain't no numbers on that paper.
Oh no.
I know I can't read good, but I know I can see a number. How you getting that number? Like they don't believe, like they're not doubting you. So like this is where you're gonna make the roll, right? So This is the first part where you need to cover up your lie.
This is the part where I remember I keep forgetting that my charisma is terrible.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
What's the slang for like 100?
I rolled a 7.
Like a band per head.
I was gonna. Yeah. I've rolled a 7.
A deca, right? That would be 10. What's centa?
Yeah. Centa per banda.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll the reaction roll here in the open. 3 off, so.
Oh.
Okay, they're not gonna flee, but they're definitely not gonna go in. And Razzle is like, also, like, no way. Hey, I don't know what kind of game you're trying to play here, but the last thing I want to do is get arrested. And there ain't this. Look, I know there ain't no bounty, so tell us what it actually says, or we're walking.
You think you can make it back by yourself? Remember how hard it was to get up here? And we don't have the spikes now. And you're going to have to go past those angels. But really, they just said this is dangerous and to keep out that they're in here exploring. We're not going to go that far. It's like 2 rooms up.
Give me another charisma test, and I'll modify the new reaction roll. Because you're a good point. Like, where are you gonna go? Combined with
yeah.
Oh my god. Holy crap, dude. Never mind. I don't think I need to make a reaction roll for that. I feel like that's will seal the deal here. They will cease their griping, right? They will keep the grognarding only to themselves.
Good work.
All right, good job. Let's
Flavius will give you Flavius will give you a little like elbow. Like nice job.
Are we greeted by our favorites, a group of centipedes and slime as we enter?
Let's see. Nope, it's actually clear right now.
Amazing.
It is quiet as the grave.
Finally, those guards are good for something. Start heading towards the mural room.
Yeah. Should we move out into do a 2x2?
Oh yeah.
Formation now. Maybe switch back to Gond and Hedgewater being at the front. Flavius has got the lantern, so he'd just be behind.
So
townsfolk behind him and have Galil at the back, I guess, just to keep an eye on the townsfolk.
That sounds pretty prudent.
Maybe have Flavius behind Gond and Hedgewater.
Oh, you want it? Okay. Yeah. You want the wizard at the end?
Well, we haven't got unless you want to go first, or I could go at the back if you want me to go at the back. I don't mind going at the back. If you prefer to have a fighter to.
I'm just worried about being ambushed from behind.
Okay, well let's say Gond. Let's say put Gond and Flavius at the front, put Hedgewater at the back, and then if wizard with a little behind Gond and Flavius, and then have the townsfolk behind Galil, and then Hedgewater at the back with his spear.
Oh, the townsfolk at the very end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it like that. That's fine. And have maybe just put an L next to Flavius so we know he's got the lantern.
Everything's clear. So I think Flavius will probably point out that there is a very light set of footsteps leading away out of this cave, not put on by like a boot print. Thinks it might have been the angels. They came this way.
Is this whereabouts? Is this immediately in the door or near this junction?
Sorry, it's around this junction, the first junction, not the second.
Okay, so is it leading
out? They went through.
They went east and then okay. Well, let's stay on track. I guess the collapsed passage we're going to dig out is the one in the mosaic room, right?
Yep.
Rather than there was another one, but it's maybe a little worryingly near to those lizards. And I don't know if they stick. I don't know how closely they stick to their room of bones. They might come out.
They might hear us.
So I think keeping distance between us and them is probably a good idea. So I think we'll proceed to room 7, which is the statue.
Let's not tell them about the fireballs and lightning blasts in this room.
Oh, that shouldn't be the problem anymore. We got all the gems. So
okay. So you make it to the next T intersection. So this is like around the face sculpture, right?
Yeah, the face sculpture.
Yeah. There is a minor tremor across Arden here, and as sort of like rocks and bits kind of fall, I just need a quick dexterity to save from folks to avoid their lights going out. It's not enough to cause any damage to anybody. It's just a question of is it enough to...
Oh, so only Flavius, because he's the only one.
Yeah, enough to drop your lights. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. What's his dex? +3. Cool. Oh, man. I'm not rolling great tonight at all.
Nope. You're rolling like me. A 9 is not going to be enough to do it. So he's going to get out of the way, but he's going to have to drop his torch, right?
He has a lantern.
Lantern. Okay. Roll MK, roll me a d6, and on a 1 it's the lantern's busted. Okay, that's good. All right. Just do a 50-50, see if it goes out. So it's not broken. Okay, it did go out though.
Oh, that's successfully extinguished.
Yeah.
So we're plunged into darkness, right? I mean, Hedgewater can Flavius? Does he know where he dropped the lantern? Can he get it back lit again?
Light. If that's easier than trying to.
Can light be used offensively in this game, or is it? Can you blind people with it, or is it?
Yeah, you can blind there are some creatures that are super sensitive to light that you could be blinded by. That is true.
I just feel like. I mean, I know you.
So this is the first time we're in complete darkness, I think. What I would say is everybody, you will get one turn to sort of respond to this after because it kind of happened quickly, and then I'm gonna start asking for morale tests from the hirelings, right? So how do you want to do this?
Do we need to roll initiative first, or
no? There's no conflict or anything like that.
Then I'm just gonna.
We're just in like a crawling turn, so like everyone gets one action. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna cast light.
Okay, yeah, probably the easiest thing, right? Rather than people fumbling around for torches, it makes sense.
Can I cast it on the lantern that fell?
I mean, yeah. No, you can't because you don't know where the lantern is.
Yeah, it has to be something I can touch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll cast it on the lantern I had in my backpack.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can rummage and rub your hands over it to cast light.
So that's a -1. God, why am I? 14.
14 is more than enough. All right, no panics necessary. You find the lantern. Everything's okay.
Hand it back to Flavius and be like, hold on to this better.
Well, he looks down and you see like the sharp stalagmite dagger that was when he's standing. He's like, I don't know, you stand there, dude. You're lucky that didn't go through my head.
I grabbed the one off the ground and put it back in my bag.
Yeah.
So let me set this timer.
So apart from the trail of footprints, have we has it been quite quiet? And obviously the minor tremor. Have we heard anyone moving around down here?
Yeah.
Cautious about these knights of the Azure Shield.
So hang on. I want to be a stickler here about the light here. So the lantern, when you relight a lantern, I believe in this game, you use up the oil.
I lit it with my spell.
Oh,
that's right. It just has to be on an object.
Yeah,
no, it's on your lantern. Your lantern, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then he's swapped with he's given it to Flavius, and then picked up the one that went out.
That's where I got confused. Okay, yeah. So that lantern will need oil to be lit.
Yeah, but I guess the light spell one is immune to like wind and stuff like that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that would never. The only way it will go out is if there was dispel magic or anti-magic kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And does it last the same length as a torch? Is it an hour?
1 hour real time.
Okay, so it's exactly the same as torch, except it doesn't. Okay, that's a more powerful spell in Shadowdark than it is in a lot of other games. Anyway, yeah.
Right. Perfect. Okay. You dodged my rock trap. We carry forward.
Yes.
Cool. We go past the next intersection. Nothing to report. Perhaps very, very in the distance. Very, very old slime trails.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like basically calcified at this point, you know.
Just speculating. I reckon those elves they came and went through those black doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's must be where they went.
I was just gonna say that. I kind of want to peek over there to see if they're open, but
we'll see. We'll try and clear out this passage, and then later on we'll invite Reki there as well. See what's changed, if anything.
Stick to the plan for now.
Yeah, but we'll stick to the plan.
Do you remember when I was talking about the one of the issues about this room that you're entering?
Oh. Yeah, it causes morale checks, isn't it?
It's
creates a sense of unease.
Yeah, Threnody of Hiroshima vibe being here. You know, if you remember the 2014 Godzilla where the guys do the Halo drop with the red and that's playing, they see Godzilla. If you remember that trailer. No,
I was thinking
just me. Okay, I don't know why.
Was it episode 9 of Twin Peaks: Return? Is it 9, 8 or 9? The Threnody of Hiroshima in it. Yeah,
that's the disturbingness. Yeah. But I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
How's Fire gonna run? Well, we've got to brave it. We've got to get in. We've got to go in there.
Yeah. Cool. So what do you tell the people who start to feel the unnerving? Maybe Rassilith will speak up and be like, "Is it just me, or is this mural giving me giving everyone else the creeps?" It's a statue.
Oh God, don't worry about it. We disarmed the traps. That's why the gems are missing from the eyes over there. Like, it's common to be afraid your first time down adventuring, but that's what makes you brave adventurers, for sticking through it and being down here. We've got a group of numbers. We'll protect you from the backside. But you saw coming in here, this place was empty. Those guards took care of anything.
There's no morale test or anything necessary at this point, but that will definitely work for me for when things do inevitably start to go pear-shaped. Knowing what the status quo is helpful. Perfect. Okay, so
this is gonna go smooth and by the numbers, Eric. Trust me.
Oh yeah, okay. Source crack pipe.
We
PNG.
we run a 100% legit by the books construction company.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
adventurers?
the knights
what
are
you're
the
talking about.
yeah, the knights are like your OSHA folks. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, actually, that's a good cover story. Actually, if anyone asks, that's what we're doing up here.
Yeah.
We're a construction company who've been
Quick,
hired to clear out this passage.
Quick, get a clipboard. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, obviously they can see where the collapsed passage is, right? This is just how you described it. No, they weren't expecting so much, burnt residue all over the place, but they can work with this.
It's like, how do you think we got those gems out?
I sure wish I could do one of them gems. Perhaps there's a gem in this here, in under these rocks.
Well,
Dando, if there's a gem behind there, you can be the first person to go and try to get it.
No, I'll be the first person to get it. Razlith feels jealous now.
It's like we'll find 2 gems in eyes that definitely aren't trapped for the both of you to go catch.
Yeah, all right. You got your management style has gotten both of your direct reports to compete with one another for success.
This is working well. Galil's good at this.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. All right.
Who needs to kidnap Beastmen when we have townsfolk volunteering?
Convincing them of the potential promise that they could keep any valuable in the rubble certainly motivates them to work hard. All right. So I'm just gonna say time passes. I don't think you need to roll to see, like strength checks or anything like that. You have time, the tools, and you have the expertise. You have bodies, right? So instead of rolling here, if you're cool with just time passing, you can clear out a 10 by 10 with time passing, and I'll roll an encounter die and see what happens in that time.
Cool. The only thing I was going to suggest is, do we need? Does everyone need to work at this? Because I was thinking maybe Hedgewater could keep watch at the entrance because he's a goblin.
Oh, for sure.
And can't be surprised. So he's quite good as a watcher or a guard.
Frankly,
2 miners, 2 shovelers.
Yeah. Yeah, frankly, Ed, it's a 10-foot by 10-foot corridor that you're excavating. It's too many cooks to actually have everybody do it, practically. I think 4 exactly what MK just said.
Okay.
There's basically going to be 2 up front and then 2 kind of support, and they can either switch off or one person's just, hauling the detritus while the other person's shoveling it away, like that kind of stuff's happening. But so I was, the thing that I was going to say before, and so it was, and time passes, what I'm going to say is that 4 are required to do this duty for this time. Time will pass, so we'll roll an encounter check, and pretty rough. And also, I'm going to say as time passes that your light spell will go out because it's going to be more basically like an hour, right? So, are we cool with that, or do you want to reassess what you want to do?
No, I think that's fine, right?
Yeah. I also don't think we have many other alternatives. So,
yeah.
Are you gonna
look? This is slow backmaking work, like that's how I see it. So.
Are we just going to relight the lantern with a flask, or are you going to try and cast your light spell again?
Either works. I mean, we have the materials. I can just cast it, save us the oil if we want bombs potentially.
I just think having the oil as a weapons is really handy, and also a light source that isn't going to just go out if someone drops it is also quite handy.
Yeah, so I'll just try to recast it then. Oh, 4.
Okay. So we'll have to use a flask of oil instead.
Your rolls. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they are awful today.
Yeah, you did get that 120, and then everything else has just been doldrums. That chaos plateau is real. All right. So let me just.
Flavius will lose one of his oil flasks because he seems to have 2, and that will free up a slot as well for him. So
perfect. Okay, 1 10 by 10 cube of rubble has been cleared out. So you can see there is another 10 by 10 cube of rubble directly ahead of you.
Yeah.
Keep digging.
Are we cool with time passing and doing the same thing we just described, kind of en-passanting it?
Can I only cast this spell once an hour? Is that also what we're...
Well, your spells gone now, right?
You're
Your
supposed to
No,
be gone, buddy.
I didn't fail it, right?
You rolled a 4.
Oh, I thought it was only criticals that you actually like can't cast anymore.
No.
No. If you fail it for the, if you fail to cast it, you fail it for the day. If you roll a 1, then
And it's
there's a
mishap.
there's a mishap.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Now, if you learn the art from the folks of Set, perhaps a failure is not the final option.
Come on, Headwater, give me your eye to offer up for the light.
Okay, so we haven't cleared this thing out because there's this question of light. So before we go forward, I want to know what you want to do.
How many torches do we have total, and how much oil?
I've got 2 torches. Still.
I also have an oil flask. We have the one lead.
Flavius has another oil flask. Gond has an oil flask, and Gond has a torch as well. So we should be all right. But if there's 10 more feet of rock after this,
Yeah, I was like, we've got like 60, 70 feet of light total at this point right now. So I think we're good for 20, 30 feet.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm also going to be a stickler here because I think the room's going to probably begin to rear its head after time passes. I'm going to need some kind of assurance from you all for the labor for the next 10 by 10 as well, because you can't really take a break in the in this bad vibe room.
Oh yeah, it's like, hey, first part's done. It could be just behind the other side. Like, look at the light peeking through. You can know there's gems and riches back there. Why else would they seal this tunnel?
Like,
if you see how magnificent this mural room is, and then I want to show him just hold up my hands, like the gems in those eyes were this big. This is as big as your head. And this wasn't even blocked off. Like,
okay. Yeah, do give me a charisma test here. Modify the reaction roll accordingly. Okay, that's really good. I will absolutely roll with a +4 here.
I'm giving up wizardry and going into management.
That's a kind of what band? I was gonna say that sounds like an Atreyu album, but I don't know. It's more like the National. It's some sort of dadcore band. All right. Anyways, cool. With an 11, they are absolutely still roused. So 11's clear. We can begin to excavate. I just have to do an encounter test. Nope. It is still quiet as the grave. Before you clear out this next square, something does happen though with the map. You clear out the next 10 by 10 grid square. However, the next set is not ahead of you where the rubble is. The rubble makes a distinctive turn to the east at 90 degrees. So 10 feet square, and then the next set of rubble is 90 away.
Okay. But there's still more rubble. There's another 10 feet of rubble, it looks like, at least.
You can't see how much rubble there is. But yes, there is at least one set of 10 feet of rubble ahead of you.
All right, so who's burning the next light source?
Well, we've used two lots of Flaviuses now.
Oh, did you already take him off his thing? Yeah.
I've still a post-it note on there too.
Yeah. We can.
Actually, I guess I could scrub over it actually with a pen. Couldn't I?
Yeah. Somebody got torches, so we're not just like using up all our fire bombs.
Yeah, I can light one of my 2 torches.
Yeah, let's do one of those first before we go through all of the. Oh, and Gond also has a torch. Okay, that's 2 more turns.
Yeah, I've got 2, so I'll use one of mine.
Who's on watch in the in the creepy room?
That's me.
Okay. As long as you all kind of keep in this corridor, kind of like not looking at the mural, the guys do not have to make morale tests, right? But that means, though, I am a little bit worried about whoever's standing watch and has to stay in this corridor with like ostensibly a light source, kind of alone with this weird mural and whatever could come down these corridors. So I am going to need sort of a wisdom save from the person as time passes. It's just how on edge. Yeah, this will be a question of how on edge you are. This has come up
my
before.
wisdom's not too bad. Okay. Here it comes now. Oh, okay, I rolled 6.
6 is not going to do it. Okay. You are going to be... So, you are a goblin. You cannot be surprised. But you're definitely going to have disadvantages on wisdom-based saves involving fear or anything like that, or charisma-based saves. Anything involving kind of fear, you're going to be on edge. You're hypersensitive to it because you're in fact, you're too alert, and it's kind of the problem.
Kind of
you're jumping at shadows, right? Back here.
One of the villagers spits, and you're like, "What was that?"
Yeah, right.
If I was to,
oh, the dang walls are speaking baboon.
No, this is probably too late. I was gonna say I could swap with someone, and someone else could keep watch, but I guess it's probably too late. I think a room's probably already got to me, right? So,
yeah, you're too committed.
Yeah,
that's okay. I mean, it doesn't materially affect you other than that. Okay. So more time passes.
What are we gonna find? More rock.
There will be an end eventually.
So nearing the end of this torch, you hear a dunk. And I believe it will be Rosalette who finds it first. Rosalette moves some of, puts down the pickaxe, sweating, hands calloused, moves some of the rubble, and you can absolutely see a gash into a masonry wall. There's something, this is the rubble, you've reached the end of the rubble. So, little more time passes clearing. You see the outline of basically a cracked, crushed wooden door that the iron bands are basically keeping together. It would be considered stuck, given it has been under pressure to all this rubble. It's not really functional anymore. Actually, no, I'm going to be reasonable here. One of you can roll a 50-50. I want to see whether or not the door just falls over. It's either really stuck in there or there's nothing holding it up. So I'll give it a 50-50 chance.
I'll roll a d6. What should you say? High or low?
High means it's stuck.
Oh, what a 4.
Okay. So this door is not flush with the corridor. It is actually at let's kind of call it a 30-degree slant. And it's a tilt from like let's say the 11 o'clock to the 5 o'clock. Does that make sense? So this wall is diagonal. And boy howdy, can you feel warmth from behind this door. You can smell perfumey like fragrance abounding. It's not like fire hot touch, but like you can feel the temperature differential, almost like there's steam from behind.
Like hot tub rainforest?
Kinda, yeah. Hot tub rainforest. Yeah.
Is that kind of...
That's my next elf character's name, by the way.
Have I got this door right, Eric?
Yeah, but the door is not the full corridor here. It's like a 5-foot door, so you can imagine there's masonry wall, 2.5 feet, door, 2.5 feet, something like that, diagonal. I mean, technically a diagonal would be like the square root. Look, it doesn't matter, okay? I don't care.
I've got these attached together.
It's a hypotenuse. Yeah, okay. It's a hypotenuse. It doesn't matter. Okay.
If you write out the differential equation, we will solve it to get this right.
No.
Now, I don't think either of us...
I'm banning integrals of dx dy, okay? We're not doing this anymore. But
Um,
this door's hella locked, or hella
I'm-
shut.
Now I know none of us have really been in. I don't think any of our characters have been in this case. I do notice someone on the map has written "smell of smoked and charred flesh."
Oh, that was from the
witch haze as well. That was in that room there.
Yeah.
Is this scent redolent of any of these?
No. This smells fungal, but exotically floral. Were you in the party that found the dried mushrooms from the beastmen? The red veils? No. Okay, never mind.
No.
I couldn't even say that it'd be like that on crack. You know, like hyper accentuated. So no, just it's like going into a Hollister. Like, if that means anything to you.
Wall of perfume.
Yeah, there's a wall of men's perfume and bad music. So, I don't know. Yeah. Very I've never even been to a nightclub here, so I don't even know what it smells like. But yeah. It's definitely gives you this. Yeah.
Are there any gaps in the door, like any way of peeking through? Or is
no, this is the problem. This is the problem with the 50/50 is that it became a load-bearing door after it got crushed. At the collapse.
Okay, so do you think there's any way to get this open without?
No, if you got it open, it's going down. There's no way getting. There's nothing left there. You can just hack through the wall, more or less.
If we hack through the wall, it wouldn't collapse, right?
Oh yeah, no, it definitely would collapse. Like if you hack through the wall.
So what we got to do is we got to.
None of you are structural engineers, but the dwarf at best says is keep going. It doesn't matter.
We gotta use the picks, get a little hole in there, stick the grappling hooks in, hook it to the door, go around the corner, rig up a pulley, yank the door down, let it collapse, and then just clear it out like we've been clearing the tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Bando sadly puts away his grappling hooks. One day. It's like one day.
No, he's gonna need the grappling hooks.
Oh boy.
Bando. Yeah. Right. We're gonna get one of the grappling hooks like hooked up to this door, and then we're gonna stand in the other room and me and Gon, we're all gonna pull. And we're gonna try and
it's like 1, 2, heave. 1, 2, heave.
Okay. I'm gonna say rather than an auto success, there is risk involved here. So rather than doing a strength test, I think we're just gonna do like a 5 out of 6 die of fate, and on a 6, it definitely collapses badly.
Okay.
So there's a 1 out of 6 chance. So if you roll let's say high is good, so you roll a 1, it's bad.
Is this even though so Gond and I both get advantage on strength checks?
Yeah, that's what I'm giving you. That like, there's no question you can do this. This thing is just really firmly in place, right?
Okay, cool.
The danger here is not that you can't do it. Like that, the question of can you do it is not what we're rolling here. The question of does just this thing structurally collapse anyways is what we're actually kind of rolling to adjudicate. And rather than I roll it, I'd rather it be. I think it's fun if one of you all did it.
So shall I? So I just don't want to roll a 6.
I do
want to roll a 6. I want to roll a 6.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep flip-flopping back and forth. In general, I would like to stick to the principle where high is your have narrative control, so it's like it's better in your favor, and low is better in my favor.
Okay.
I feel like I would, if it's not said, that's the general way I think I want to do it.
Okay, so high is good for us, low is good for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. 4.
Perfect. No. Nice. No, that's good.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
We just need a 1.
Yeah, anything but a 1 here meant that it can pull out the door without terror happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Okay. The thunk, the door comes out, and you all are hit with a massive wash of air that is hyper fragrant, with dancing with little speckly particles in it, like a Goldschlager bottle. Does anyone have a torch?
Yeah. We gave it. I guess I would have been carrying it. Well,
it will blow out. No roll, because it's a huge rush of air.
Okay. Torch is gone. Okay, I've got one more torch.
And let me show you what you see when you get this torch lit.
Yeah, I'll light my torch, and I'll pass it to Flavius, I guess.
I just
Okay.
deleted the door since we pulled it out.
Okay. So you will see to your left there is 5 feet of extremely dense, tall and medium and small size mushrooms of all varietal colors. To your right of the door, there is 5 feet of extremely dense, tall mushrooms. Like you can't even see if that's a wall or if the mushrooms extend. It's like your light's almost getting stuck, right? It's so dark, and the problem is that it's like fog lights, like you need fog light to get through the spores. Like it's just hitting the spores and it's not going anywhere. So this is literally as far as you can see. Secondly, though, directly in front of this door, there is a very the faintest path through this mushrooms. It's I probably Flavius probably catches it. Whoever your best tracker would be. There is the gentlest footpath, extending directly at a 45-degree to like your 2 o'clock position, out of here. But that kind of extends. I'll give that to you. That goes about 5 feet or so. Ostensibly, it continues in that vector. Before there's also more and more mushrooms. You all, Guns N' Roses starts playing. Welcome to the jungle. You will also, or maybe Jurassic Park would play. Welcome to this great mushroom forest. You can't see above you, like it's just dark. But the smells and the sounds of like birds or bats and buzzings. This place is alive. Literally with the mushrooms and stuff. But this is an ecosystem. This is not a tomb. It feels vast, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Just want to look to Razalith, be like, "Hey, yo, Razalith, can we eat these mushrooms? Do these make us bigger? Like, what's up here?"
She's a capitalite.
She's a herbalist.
Oh, that's even better. Sure. Can you roll me a 1d20?
16.
This would be the one that she spots first. Sure. So these ones are orange lamps. And she's like, "Oh no, you don't want to eat those."
Why not?
Yeah, you got more info than that, Razalith? Do they taste bad? Like, do they make you poop yourself? Like, what's up?
Yeah. Oh no, they taste terribly, but here, watch this. And she'll go break off a small one. She'll pick a cap of it, and she'll shake it. And once the spores kind of leave the top, kind of leaving it exposed, the orange cap, that like the orange spores go off, and it goes white, and then it begins to glow orange residually. And she's like, "Here, it's a torch."
Oh, that's incredibly useful.
Now, the ones that you want to eat, she says, the ones that are the best eating, if we can find them down here, she's heard of them at least. Sorry, I'm looking for the name of it. I'd seen them. It's the cloud caps.
Cloud caps.
Oh yeah.
Now, cloud
Those
caps
are the meaty boys.
Cloud caps are the ones that the beastmen. Was it the
True.
beastmen were
Yeah,
interested
they
in?
want those.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I mean, these orange caps are great too. We burned through four light sources trying to get through here, so now we can restock these a bit.
Now, I guess she would caution from saying, like, look, there's a good case that most of the mushrooms here have some form of edibility, or gastro, I don't know,
Usage.
Yeah, I don't know what the word would be. But like, I can't, I don't know what they probably have other properties. I don't know what they would do. Just looking at them,
Yeah.
So can we spend some time picking these orange caps. I don't know how many we could.
How long did that light last from it? Because if it's the spores coming off,
No,
I
no,
get
no,
the
no, no,
feeling
no.
it's
It's
gonna.
not. No, it's not the spores coming off of that glows. I'm saying once the spores are off of it, the cap glows.
Ah, okay, cool.
You
So
just have
we
to
have
like
one
shake it off,
glowing
you know?
mushroom right now.
Yeah.
And how much light does it give? Is it equivalent to a torch's light,
Yeah.
or is it just? Is it?
It's
Yeah,
torch's
okay.
light.
So I think it's definitely worth us spending some time trying to gather some.
Yeah, Flavius, can you try to scope out where this footpath continues? And we'll pick a couple of these orange caps.
Yeah. So as long as you don't shake off the stuff, they'll last for a little bit as torches. I mean, frankly, you're kind of in a patch of them, so you can grab as many as you can pick.
How many can we get to a slot?
I mean, there's one per slot.
They're
like that. They're a size of a torch, you know.
Oh,
the ones that you want.
They're massive.
Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
Right.
This is a massive forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
To emphasize the mushrooms, they're taller than you. Well, I mean, that's not saying much as a goblin. But I'm saying they're taller than 6 feet.
Okay.
The biggest ones.
Yeah. So I want to get 4 for myself then, if that's possible.
Yeah, for sure.
I just took one because that's the only slot I have. Should we give Gond some?
Yeah, let's
a good
see.
question.
Why not if he's got room? And he wants to take one.
He's got slots. I can write it.
Yeah.
His club is. There we go. His chainmail is. Okay. Should we just give him 2 for now, I guess?
Yeah, so that means we've got 6, 7. We've got 7. I think that's going to be sufficient, right? I don't think we need to get a townsfolk.
Who's the boldest of the party harvesting these mushrooms?
Probably Razaleth as the herbalist.
You think so? Okay.
Maybe not the boldest, but definitely the most comfortable, I would think.
I mean, my wisdom is 11, so I'm pretty averagely wise. What we got here?
You can.
Razaleth is quite wise, but
I'm wise, but what's that gotta do with how
more like
confidently?
you're gonna show a bit more common sense when you're.
Oh yeah.
Let me put it. Like who'd be willing to go a little further to get the best ones? It's like of the group. You're in.
Well, I would actually say that. I would actually say that Hedgewater probably would be, because he's on the lookout for anything that he can sell. He's desperate for money, so if he thinks there's maybe something interesting, he might go in a bit further.
Oh yeah. So you kind of go past the patch of the orange caps and to like a younger patch, and growing over them, they're getting fed by something quite scary. You see a whole new patch of these fresh baby orange caps growing out of a rather large corpse of a humanoid. The body is about 8 feet tall or so. I mean, it's mostly skeleton, right? As it's being fed, but it's a big boy. It's a big lad.
I mean, I'll motion for the rest of the party to join me, but then I'll take a closer gander. Does it look like there's any gear that this or any equipment maybe left here?
And about how far is this from here? Because we've only got this 10-foot path, I guess.
I mean, you're just gonna holler. Let's say you're about 10 feet away. So let's say you're north 10 feet. So let me give you a few things here, right? So north 10 feet, you're actually about to hit a wall. So you can almost imagine the wall is extending northward direct north from where you're looking, right? It's almost going parallel.
Is this natural cave we're in now?
No, not,
or is it
yeah.
Not yet. No.
No, this is all natural. Yeah, 100% natural.
Oh, it's
This
natural.
is all.
Okay.
Yeah, this is natural rock.
I wonder if we should.
I would change the type
Yeah.
to dotted or dashed line jumps.
I was just gonna do something a bit more wavy. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. No. This corpse has been harvested pretty clean. There's just a body, or whatever skeleton, frankly, left over. Just there may be like an arm, or something like that, just that's not completely covered in mushroom. And you can see the hand, and the hand is like 4 times bigger than your hand. It's a again, this guy's like 10 feet tall or so, or 9 feet tall, like just a big guy.
10 feet tall.
Yeah. Human like skull, not like the same shape, but dimensions, or bigger. There's nothing. I mean, again, also, I don't think you would know as a goblin biomorphically, like what the hell's going on. So
I have no idea what this could be. Is its mouth closed?
no, there's no jaw anymore.
There's no jaw. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just looking at the skeleton. Is there any parts of it which might be concealing something? Because if there is, I'd probably carefully lift it with the end of my spear to see if there's anything.
You've seen
bones or...
so you're not familiar what this is, but you definitely have seen dead bodies before. This guy has been thrown aside, like stripped and thrown aside. Like clearly,
Wow.
like nobody falls over naked, dead out here. Right? And it doesn't look like, it looks like there's nothing broken off of them, so that it means that they were harvested, whatever was taken from them. Sorry, harvest is the wrong word here, but like looted, right? When they were looted, I'm in mushroom land right now. Sorry. Right. So like clearly they were looted before the mushrooms took over, unless this guy was running around naked.
Okay.
Maybe he ate a really fun mushroom. Stripped off all his gear.
Mhm.
Tripped, broke his ankle, fell down, hit his head.
Well,
Completed the circle of life.
Whoever they were, or whatever they were, they're long dead. Let's hope there aren't. Let's hope there's not more of them or worse. Whatever killed this thing.
And we can see the skeletal frame is like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Is that like any known race to us? Okay.
Nothing comes to mind.
Should we proceed along the path?
Yeah, Flavius, do you have any luck over there?
Yeah. Flavius sees that the path continues on this 45-degree vector, and continues for at least the next 30 feet before coming back cautiously. Imagine you all, now that you've been here for a little bit of time, there's a little bit of like these like kind of like little midges and gnats and stuff that are trying to like go at you. So you're occasionally nothing to roll or anything like that. Just as a fictional thing.
Yeah, should have gotten some of that citronella from Lycos.
Yeah.
And there's just general animal noises in here, right? General.
Yeah, bats. A lot of flickering of wings. You hear what would you call it? The death throes of a fungus that's falling over. Like that kind of. I don't know what you would call that, but yeah, it's not timber.
The giant mushroom falls over in the fungal forest, and there's nobody around to hear it.
Yeah, finally can make a sound. Yeah, exactly. So there's something to that, right? So like it's definitely alive. But no, there's no shouts or anything like that. There's specifically no sounds of like language or things like that.
Okay. And can we see? We can't see the ceiling in here though. We can't.
No, fuck. No, I'm sure one of you tried to throw a mushroom at some point and just didn't.
Yeah. Is that because it's
you?
so high? Is that because it's so far away? Like it's beyond the torchlight, or is it because we're enclosed by these mushrooms?
Mushroom canopy?
Or we can't see above the canopy.
No. You can see where the mushrooms are, but like the tall ones, they're at least like 9 feet, 10 feet tall, right? I described that, and your light definitely hits that. But the problem is, again, it's like the fog light. It's the cloud effect of these spores everywhere, right? I mean, the spores that you're kind of breathing in right now. Like you can't see.
Yeah, good point. Well, let's proceed along this path cautiously. I mean, Hedgewater's pretty freaked out. He's already been freaked out from being in this room.
Put my robe up like this as I continue walking.
Yeah, I imagine you all are doing at least minimal precautions.
Yeah. After you say that, and I flash back to the giant skeleton there, it's like, oh, maybe nobody killed him because he just fell over from the spores and died.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to interest to see if this path is going to lead to the same place as Black Doors do, or if this is different. But anyway, yeah, let's carry on and see what we can find.
Okay. So you go forward from where we were describing. We go to the 30 feet that Flavius got to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can see that there's a larger patch of mushrooms growing here. And they're no longer the lamps. This one seems to be dominated by a brown capped type. Rosalith has no clue what these are.
How big is this field of mushrooms?
Only like 10 feet or so. Beyond those ones are these blue ones.
And this is in our pathway or just like right around us?
No, it's in the pathway. The path goes through this.
Okay.
This group. This group of browns basically are out competing the blues for this little area. Right?
Yeah.
That helps at all to paint a picture. It's a jungle out there.
Raslef has no clue what this is. Okay.
No. She's like, this might be a whole new breed. In fact, she's gonna probably pick a couple. Just as like samples.
Please pick some, Raslef.
Yeah. Bando's looking around being like, there ain't no gems, just mushrooms. I mean, you can put mushrooms in a soup. You can fry up mushrooms. You can do all sorts of mushroom cooking, but you know.
Might be valuable to someone, Bando.
Yeah, mushrooms can be used in all sorts of alchemical processes and some spells. Like if you find the right ones, you could get rich off these just as well as you could with a gem. Got to be a bit smarter about how you use them.
He furiously starts harvesting these brown ones.
I love this guy.
Gonna get rich.
Get rich with brown caps. What does a footing look like around this?
Bando Cubbit brown cap. It's like forger, fungal forger.
Has he charged right into the patch, or is he on the edge of it? I mean,
he's on the edge of it. He's not psychotic, you know.
Okay, because I'm going to go up to him. I want to try and see what the footing is like here. Does it look like it's the ground is soft? I might give it a prod with my spear.
Oh, it's definitely softer. Oh yeah.
Softer, like walking on carpet?
Your spear,
softer, like...
loamy. Yeah, it's very loamy. You push through. Your spear goes through. This is freshly moved dirt, or recently moved dirt, I should say. Maybe not fresh. It's the wrong word.
Recently moved dirt. Okay. Are there any kind of rocks in here? Or...
Yeah. No. This is like a clearing. Like this spot has been cleared out.
Okay.
We're in the garden.
I'm going to ask Flavius if it thinks it looks like it could be a pit trap, something like that. You might know a bit more about this sort of thing.
Flavius will put his hands down or like his spear down, and you'll hear like a squish sound as he pull, and he's like, what the? And he pulls out his spear, and there on the tip of his spear is a huge writhing earthworm. He's like, oops. What's that down? No traps. Anything, this is like a garden.
Okay.
I ain't seen worms that big. You know? You think these are where the centipedes grow? I mean, like it's nervous.
We got the giant bones, the giant worm, It's like maybe something in here makes people bigger. Who wants to start testing some mushrooms? Actually, wait.
Not old Hedgewater. He's not going to eat any random mushrooms. No thanks.
Maybe we can capture a bird or something and get the herbalist to feed it and see what happens.
You see three. You see like a trio of stingbats fly by. Far off in the distance, like maybe they land kind of near you, and then they fly off. They're not interested in you.
Should we go around this garden?
Can we go around it, or are we gonna have to go through it?
Oh yeah, no, you can go off the path at any time.
I feel like going off the path will be harder to get through. Well, I mean, the path has to go through this garden, or we go around it anyway.
Yeah.
So
no,
I don't mind. I don't mind leading the way up, but I'm going to cautiously. I don't think we've got a 10-foot pole, right? But I can try and use my spear to at least make sure the footing's okay as we move through this.
For sure.
So you want to walk around the garden?
I was going to suggest just walking through it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, the path goes through this garden, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Okay. It continues for another 30 feet. You're cautiously going. It still looks like forest. However, I will say is that you can clearly see to your right, at the end of this 30 feet, that there is some sort of steep incline. Like the fungus tree. I don't know what you call it. What do you call the stalk? The stalks like begin to slope and get slanted as there's a very sharp cliff face going up. Yeah, pretty much around there. It goes up well beyond torchlight, so at least 30 feet, but you see it keeps going up. Oh, possible wall.
Okay.
No.
We can't see the top of it.
No. You want to go check it? You want to send someone to check it out?
We could try. We've got a grappling hook, right? We could try and get Bando to toss the grappling hook up, see if he can.
Sure. One with rope on it, I believe. Right?
Yeah, we've got some rope. Flavius has got 60 feet of rope as well. So
just toss it. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Bando, just put your grappling hook away.
Use your grappling hook. See if you can get it up there. And he does it. He's like, I did it.
Yeah, Bando, come on.
No.
Let's explain everything.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's an incline, not a decline. My bad. You gotta climb it.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the length of the rope?
60 feet.
Okay. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna say we can just take time to do it, because rather than roll the attack or strength test to see how far he can get it to kind of go maximum length, tossing this thing. So if you're cool with it takes the time.
I'm always favoring just taking the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It finds purchase.
Okay. Flavius, you fancy shimmying up there, seeing if there's anything interesting? You're probably the best at climbing, I reckon, out of us.
Right. Give me one of those glow stalks. I'm gonna put on my back as I climb.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, I'll give him one of the orange caps.
Very smart.
Right. Okay, so rather than me play Flavius here, the question and dictate what's going on. The question I have is for Flavius, from you all, is that is he going to shout out where he goes? I feel like you probably would have talked about this beforehand.
No, I think. I think we suggest him that he goes up, has a look to see what's up there, anything of interest, and comes back and reports rather than drawing attention to our presence. If he doesn't come back after 10 minutes, we'll give him up for dead. No, maybe someone else. Someone else will climb up there and see what's happened to him, I suppose.
Okay. Sure. Time will pass as he begins his ascent. Then, let's say he'll spend a turn climbing. You don't hear back from him. He's looking around. And let me make a quick roll. Okay. You hear him go, "Oh my god," or like, "Oh my gods," and he begins to scurry down. To you, and he's like trying to catch his breath, and like there's a look of shock on his face. And he goes, "Okay, it's not scary, it's amazing."
What is it? What have you seen?
Yeah, it's like, what, man?
Everything. This place is huge. You can see it from up there. I mean, there's something like tomb or something up there, but like, oh my god, this place is massive. I still can't see the ceiling from up there. Like,
wow,
and it's 50 feet up. Yeah, like he's, yeah.
Well, I feel like we should try and get everyone up there, right? And then
Yep.
And you can. It's
did
right.
Did you see this? You see any landmarks from up there, or is it best for us to?
No, yeah, it's above. It's above some of the spore line. Yeah, there's some sort of passage all the way. Even with a torch, it's kind of like where we came.
Okay. I kind of want to climb up and
then I
look
saw
for myself.
Well, but I did. Looking out, I did see there were some other lights, far off. Maybe like not like our lit glow lights, not even natural like. So there might be other people here. Are we sure? Like he's like, are you sure? Like I don't want to get ambushed and we get stuck up there. Something over. What if someone's come over and cut our rope?
Well, maybe Gon should stay down here with the towns with Bando and Rassilif.
He also but he also remarked, oh my god, I'm sleeping on the best part. No, there's some sort of like I don't know, like court or something on the other side of so this thing's like a plateau, but there's more on the other side, and he's like frenetic, and he's like, no, but there's some kind of like court. I think there's somebody up there, but I didn't really get a chance to look. I was so shocked, and I came down.
I'm kind of court.
Yeah, like a forum.
A forum.
Yeah, like where like
the Senate,
like
senators,
a noble, no, like
maybe.
a noble's, yeah, like a king's court. Someone would hold court and hold sway. There's a big chair and everything. No, it was empty. No, it was empty. It's like it looked dead.
This sounds familiar. The famous places in the halls. The court of the Goblin King, somewhere in the upper levels, Goblin King and ogre bodyguards. So perhaps the giant body we saw was an ogre, and this is the court of the Goblin King.
Did you see any goblins, Flavius?
They did. They didn't have any lights. I didn't. There's no sound up. Like there's no hoot. A goblin court would be hooting and hollering. There was nothing. Dead quiet.
Just dead quiet.
Yeah. I mean, besides the obviously, he looks around and you hear like the bzzz and the midges and the the regular sounds of the jungle. No, but there was some kind of like there's like a mausoleum on the very top here. And it's about a 30 by 30 plateau up there. Like my light could just see the edge, and I can see that's the edge face. So it must go down the other side. And so there's some kind of gap between here and this massive forum. He describes it being like about 20 feet away, and then his light could reach this forum. Right? He doesn't know how big it is, but it's
like a chasm of some kind. Could it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's 50 feet down. It's probably more forest, unless there's chasms. I mean, there is more. He looks around and he points out that like at the this cliff face that's 50 up. It's 50 feet up. It's about 30 by 30, roughly circular. I mean, from what his torch showed. And he said the southern end of it though is a massive cliff face going up, right? Like there is like a column supporting part of this part, right? A stalagmite. What do you call it? A column where stalactites. Well, where both of them.
Oh, so the mushroom he climbed up isn't 50 feet.
No.
Right.
He did not climb up a mushroom. He climbed up a rock cliff, and described up there on this rock cliff there was a plateau, and on this plateau there was some sort of like mausoleum temple thing.
And he climbed up 50.
He said no doubt trapped. Yeah, he's like that looked hella trapped. I didn't really, but I was more taken aback by everything else, right? Because while he couldn't see past his so he's limited by his light, right? What I'm trying to describe though is that above the spores he could see that there are other dotted light sources around, and he could see from around those light sources what's going on from up there. Does that make sense? So like he's not entirely clear where everything is, but the things he did see, like for example, that forum spot was totally dark, right? Except his light when he went over to the edge over there, he could kind of see a little bit, right? Which seemed really weird. And like I'm saying he's using the word forum because I don't know what the noble court. But it's open air, you know.
Oh, we're gonna have to take a look for ourselves because the Fabius is overexcited. but Hedgewater definitely wants to check out this mausoleum if there's a mausoleum up there. That might have some good stuff in it. But do you think we should all go up? Do you think we should leave some people down here, or we could all go up and take the rope with us?
I think we all go up and take the rope with us.
Yeah,
we may need it for the other side to get to the forum as well.
Yeah,
I've only got one little rope.
As a thief, he's worried that he just showed a light ascending somewhere, looking around and coming down. So if there's anybody looking or watching, absolutely saw that somebody was moving around here, right? So
sure, but we gotta check it out, right? We can't leave it
for sure.
So let's all clamber up, and we'll take the rope with us, and then let's see what we can see, and maybe check out this mausoleum.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Let's take a quick 5-minute break. I get more water,
sure, yeah.
And I'll say time passes, and we'll see what happens.
Cool.
Here we go.
We're gonna get some hardcore mapping happening now.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, man, we should create a new section probably for the mushroom cavern. But also, man, how do you draw verticality on this?
Figure it out.
Get good? Okay.
Yes, get good. Scrub. Come on.
Let me bust out the AutoCAD real quick.
Okay, so we're going to describe that you all kind of begin to do your ascent, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so it's just as Flavius described, about a 30-foot in diameter sort of plateau that you're on. At the very bottom, almost on tangent of that 30-foot, is sort of like a large column that extends as far up as your light sources can reach. But
you said on the southern column, the southern side.
Yeah, this column is the same width as the rest of the plateau, so it's on tangent, right? So it's actually like on the edge of it. This cliff seems to be at least maybe like 15 feet diameter. It's a massive like width of a rock. Like you don't know what the other side looks like, right? But from what you can see, it's at least 15 A bit of it even extends. It's 15 from the plateau. It extends down south 10 feet and then extends wide again, another about 10 feet or so. This is what your light can see going up. So it's like this huge, large, oblique shape that is going up to the north, or going up, well, up vertical, not north. But two things will be described. Okay, starters. Let me describe the sort of this building that's outcropping on top of this plateau, because it's definitely looks to be in the style of ancient Archontian tombs for very rich people. So it actually looks like a faux temple. So all of like the columns and stuff that surround this thing, it's a square rectangular, 25 foot long, 15 feet wide. Try to fit that on the plateau, and that's how it is.
So it's actually on the plateau.
Yeah, it's on the plateau with you. Yeah. Again, this is like extremely elaborate. I said ancient, but that's not exactly fair. It's imitating ancient styles. You can see there are plenty of bald priests carrying ankhs, ibises flying everywhere. And weirdly enough, you see that these the ibis are flying over fungus people. It's probably the best way to describe it.
It's the flying fungus people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So like I'm describing sort of like this column art, right? So from the very top, so at the very top there are these ibises that are flying. Underneath them are these priests wearing very like traditional, like Thothian-esque robes that you've seen in murals. So like orange. But I guess there's no. Does this have color? No, this doesn't have color. These are bas-reliefs. So sorry. So I guess it's just a bald priest in robes with ankhs and an ibises etched on them. Beneath that part of the column, there are these, for lack of a better term, like people with fungus heads, right? But they're not like human people. Like their whole body is sort of like a spore or a stalk of a person. So it also has legs and hands. Right?
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, and then beneath that, at the very bottom of these pillars here, are basically like a mound, or just a mass grave of these just strange amphibian creatures.
Do these look like the bipedal salamanders we saw in the other mosaic room in the basement area?
Yeah, some of them do. There's other ones of different shapes and sizes as well in the dead.
Do some of them look
Possibly
toad-like? Like they could be hoppers?
I mean, if you can tell me the difference between a frog and a toad on this bas-relief, then I'll give you. No, like it's not that detailed, man. Like, yeah. Sorry. I mean, they're hella frog people though, for sure. Like some of them have big heads, some of them have small heads. I mean, maybe it's like the young as well as the old. I don't know. Maybe there's different types of frogs and toads. How would you know, right? So I'm just describing what you're seeing. There's additional details here to describe. So again, this mausoleum is open air. So you just can see like these are these columns that are going around it, right? In the middle of this is a massive sarcophagus that lays undecorated. However, surrounding that sarcophagus, and this was important, there are 8 urns that are all pretty as hell, very pungent. And then lastly, there are corpses up here. Specifically, there are 4 skeletons, completely stripped of flesh. Their equipment and stuff, like their swords and things, are around. But you can see that one of the skeletons has like their finger out, and there is a message carved right above where this finger was in scratch ink that just says "Beware." The sarcophagus does have a inscription besides being undecorated.
Is the inscription in a language we understand?
Absolutely, it is in Mithric.
Oh, but I don't understand Mithric.
He okay, but he I keep saying he because I lost my note pages, minimized it. What Flavius will shout at Bando and Rosalith, who are going to look at those urns, and be like, "Do not fucking touch anything." He's like, and they're like, "But the treasure, but sir,
listen to the man.
This is the perfect pot to sell my fungus in." He's like, "Don't fucking do it."
I say, Bando, stop, come back here. I want you to stay. I want you to look out over the plateau, and if you see any of these lights out here, and I assume that we can see the lights moving around that Flavius is pointing out, I would say if you see any of them moving towards the plateau, you call out, not too loudly, but just get our attention.
Sure. Right away. I can do guard duty. But do you mean all of them except for the one that's currently coming at us? Did you get that one?
What's that one? Oh, okay, I'm gonna.
He squints
check this
and he's
out.
like, it just looks like a ball of fire hurtling towards you.
Would I recognize it as an actual ball of fire? Or
no, a ball, an amorphous shape of fire is like swirling coming towards you.
Like a fireball as a spell being cast.
No, not it's that would be, you would know as a fireball. Those notoriously don't have anything besides a bead that then explodes.
Okay.
No, those are more deadly. This seems to be about, I don't know, maybe like the size of a. I mean, I don't can I describe this? I don't want to say a dog on fire. That's the wrong. I don't want to. That's I don't want to use that as the metaphor here. Like a trash can on fire. Something like, but it's
sized?
Yeah, halfling sized. Something like that. Like swirling.
Should we?
It's too far away to get any shape. Other than it's a light and it's amorphous. It's not a ball. It's clearly got spirals.
Is it moving in like a fixed straight line, or does it kind of look like it's like flapping around, maybe, sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. No, it's. Give me a wisdom test, buddy. I don't know how to describe it. Right. I think it. Let's see. Let's how keen you are at looking at this. Spending the time.
4.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks about fire-like. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely fire coming at you. I'm sure it's fine.
Should we? Is there anywhere to conceal ourselves up on this?
You want to climb into the tomb?
Apart from the tomb.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem here. There's not exactly.
We're quite exposed up here.
Unfortunately, yeah, that would be the best way to put it.
The only other alternative is to douse our light and hope it. I still investigate, but that'd be too easy, right?
So our option is up this pillar or down towards the forum, right? If we want to get off this plateau.
Oh. Okay. Something alarming happens.
More alarming.
The fire goes out that's coming at you. Not your torches. Whatever's coming at you begins to glow a smoldery shape of like wings appear spotchy like cooling magma.
Oh no!
A beaked nose, almost like lava cooled horns, has no eyes, and just these hulking claws is swirling at you. I mean, if you could guess, you'd say it's freaking smiling.
Oh no! It's. I've just read the note down here. That says there are fiery creatures, winged imps or mephits. Does any of us speak?
I speak diabolic and primordial.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, it's holding something. It's holding two things. It's got weapons in its hands.
It's offering us weapons to help fight the skeletons on this tomb. Do I recognize it as a devil or an elemental of sort?
You won't know until it's closer. It's especially now that it's dark. It's like the smoldering color.
Yeah.
It will arrive in visual. You'll get visual contact range in 1 turn. So what do you do in 1 turn?
Can we get? Should we get off the plateau back where we came? Or are we just gonna see what happens? I think it's gonna absolutely obliterate us if it catches us, right?
I mean, it's gonna catch us trying to climb down and just like cut the rope.
Yeah. Is there any other? Okay. Are we gonna die, man?
I mean, we could all if it looks like it's going bad, we can YOLO bust open the sarcophagus and maybe let whatever's inside fight it out and make a run for it.
Yeah, let them fight, and then we just run. Okay. Brought the rope up with us, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rope up.
Okay.
How far down is the forum? To the east of us, I think.
Sure. So you can see the forum. The forum is it's only 10 feet away, but it's 50 feet drop, and then it goes up 20 feet or 25 feet. You could jump that, but you will die. So like, you know?
What did you say it?
I don't know, because your corpse would land there. Is what I would say.
Is that like a very
sorry the vector of the fireball though is streaking over that, or was coming over there, so it's approaching from the east, by the way.
It's approaching from the east, right? Yeah, because that's what they were saying. There's these fiery creatures to the right of the baboon skull.
Yeah, it's been hurtling its way over from somewhere. But let me can we? Okay, I think we should handle this conflict for a second, and then I need to describe some bits of mapping because you are up here as well. I know I described this building, but now you also get to see the various edges of light and things as well.
I feel like
it's going to be very complicated.
I think if we die, I at least want to try and
get the map right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's just see if you die though.
I will cast Mage Armor on myself before it gets here.
Aye. All right.
I totally forgot I had that.
Well, at least Gon's got a magic weapon.
And I have where's my stuff? I have advantage on Mage Armor. So 2d20.
Sure, this is going to make a huge difference.
This thing, yeah. To give you the equivalent of speed, this thing's coming at you. This is coming at you as fast as, this thing's flying, not like Mach any speed or anything like that, but this guy can freaking haul it, right? Let's just say he can move approximately 8 times faster than you can.
That's okay, because I critted my Mage Armor, so now I have an AC of 18, which gives me some hope for survival.
Okay, one thing I want to do before this conflict happens, I want to get the marble arm.
Yeah.
You've just been carrying that in your back pocket.
Yeah. And I want to, but looking back down the cliff, is there like a patch of mushrooms or something just off a path I can try and throw it down into? I don't want to. I don't. I leave it on this plateau or have it destroyed.
No, it's a 40-foot drop to some mushrooms. So if you want to do that, you can do that. It's a 40-foot. It's at least, I think, I would say, even if you quickly scanned, the highest a mushroom you could toss it to would still be 15 feet tall, so it's still dropping.
No, but all I want to do is land it in a patch of mushrooms, so it's vaguely concealed down there.
You can't do that while promising structural integrity.
Okay, so the chance will be destroyed.
Yeah. Also, you won't know the answer because there will be spores, right, blocking your sight.
Okay. And is there anywhere up here that I could stick this this thing?
Yeah, if you put it on the western side of the sarcophagus and stuff like that, it can more or less be hidden.
Have I got to approach the sarcophagus to do that?
I mean, this plateau is pretty safe.
I
mean, it's probably already like if this thing has eyes and can sense, it already can see that you have it. You know.
I'm sure it doesn't care about the marble arm. But what I'm more worried about is that Hedgewater is either going to be taken somewhere or he's going to be obliterated to such an extent that the arm will also be destroyed.
Okay.
So he wants to just separate himself from the marble arm, so someone else can recover it at some point.
Yeah.
You could tie it to the rope and gently drop it down the side of the pillar.
That was still I was still forced to check for this because again, it's a 50-foot drop into a place you can't see. You know, that's at least it's at least 35 before it could hit a mushroom, and then it will bounce off, and then it's marble. It's not magical, or I mean, guess but it's not gonna. There's a risk it will crack or break.
And would that be a strength check?
No, I think it would be a luck test because you just gotta believe.
Gotta believe it's gonna be.
It'll be okay. If you want to toss it over the side, because you're strong. Sorry, like it kind of sucks sometimes in these games where like you're really strong and competent, and all of a sudden you're not rolling for the stuff you're strong and competent in. Like there's no question that you can.
But it's true. All I can do is hurl it off the side really and hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly, and just hope that the mushroom plinko gods have have your back. That's kind of the only thing I could. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
But frankly, though, hold on. Like, because your intention here is to preserve this place and hide it for future places, do you think it's more likely an adventuring party will find it underneath some random off-path fungal forest,
or climbing up here? Yeah.
Or here next to a tomb.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna try and without like stepping within the columns of the tomb and clambering by the mausoleum. I'm gonna try and find somewhere I can put it down.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully I didn't overstep my bounds giving you that advice. I'm only trying to help you work through what your intention already was.
I'm trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand because it's quite a complicated, like geographic situation.
Extremely. This is why I felt like I had a little bit of liberty to do this rather than saying yes. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So, time's up. The creature will definitely you'll get within range of physically seeing what this thing is. This is a garishly, like, just absolutely awful, weirdly dressed creature. It's like garish is the only word I could describe it. It is a 5 foot tall, for lack of a better term, I'm struggling in things like a weird bird monster, wearing an orange, or in its hand as it's finished flying and coming by you, it's putting on an orange top hat, wearing a purple smoking jacket. So it wasn't wings, it was the flipping bits of like the butlery, tailor jacket. This thing can just fly. And it's wearing like these massive massive boots. But you're seeing the lights. Like it's just this hideous thing, and its hand is that a rod or a staff. It's like it's a walking cane. This thing is super like bizarre. Like to us as players, it kind of looks like something like a droog out of like Clockwork Orange. like it's you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. But it is absolutely cackling a smile and shouts out to you all in Mithric, saying, "Oi! Hello!
What's all this?
Salutations! Yeah, what's this about?" It doesn't make landfall.
Mithric,
It's just flying around.
I don't speak Mithric.
Does anyone speak Mithric in the party? This could be important.
It's seeing that no one here speaks Mithric, and it's saying,
speak it?
I think your retainers need to make a morale save or something like this because there's a strange demon creature shouting in a language they can't understand, thinking they're casting a spell on them. Let's be honest. These guys, oh jeez. He's like, yeah. Both are retainers. Rosalith and Bando Cubit are like basically hugging each other, being like, "No, we're gonna die, gonna die."
Shall I roll for Bando? Wait, I'm adding my charisma, right?
Yeah. Gun is like, make them shut up.
Do we own our charisma or theirs?
You need to enforce morale to them. So, like if you want to improve it.
I just rolled a 7 for Bando.
Okay. No, they're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get us down here. Get us down here. They're gonna. All right. They're okay. Well, while this thing is shouting, they're going to be frantically trying to steal the rope and grappling hook setup that was been stashed up here to throw down to begin to try to leave. And this creature, seeing this happen, it starts like literally flying, belly laughing, just like cackling maniacally. And it's flying upside down, almost like laughing. It's like now, and it switches to modern Arcantian and says, "Don't tell me you speak beast men."
Is modern Arcantian common?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mithric would be like Latin, and this would be like a Romance language. You
know. Can I reply back in Elvish and be like, "Oh, of course, but we have finer." It's like everybody can speak the Beastmen tongue, but some of us also know these finer languages. Saying to him in Elvish.
There's a hiss as its body begins to get wreathed in flame and says, "Don't speak that tongue at me."
It's like
it's nasty tongue.
I just be like, "Is this better?" And speak, what would
Primordial.
Those were giants or they were ogres? Ogres speak Orcish or giant?
It would probably both.
Okay, then I could just be like, would you prefer this or this in giant and Orcish?
It's like, go back to beast tongue. That's fine. Just don't whatever you do not speak that stupid fair, like
she does speak primordial. No.
I do speak primordial.
Oh, did you try speaking primordial to it?
No, I tried to speak giant and Orcish. I can go through all the languages and just be like, what about this?
Like they're trying to go back and forth, and he's like, not this one. He will offer primordial. I mean, I guess he probably curses when he speaks. Oh, well, here's the perfect thing, right? He curses you when he says, "Don't speak that tongue" in primordial to you. Like, and he says, "Don't speak that F word tongue." You know, like that's a command. Like he cursed you for that.
And I'll be like, your curse, that curse was a bit weak, but I'll respect your wishes back in primordial.
He looks around, just kind of like laughs a little bit. Finally, so everyone else, it just sounds like bubbling, like a cauldron bubbling. Is what this would probably sound like. So it sounds like two people are just casting spells at each other. He's like,
but hopefully
you all must be new here. You all must be new here.
Yeah, be like, we took a wrong turn at the mushroom forest.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Here. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, if you don't want to be an experiment of the con or a prisoner of the beastmen or just fungus food, you guys need to get the hell out of here. Listen. I have no problem killing you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no problem watching your bodies ignite and flinch and flail, and you all on fire fall off this plateau. I'm totally cool with that. But something, the part of me, I don't know. You guys are making a lot of ruckus here, and you're just really new, and this is embarrassing. You're not really sport, to be honest with you. It's like he's like I'm kind of embarrassed. Like you should just go back. It's like I know what he's this is its equivalent. He thinks he's being friendly. It's like what I think, but he's really just kind of like shit talking you in Primordial. He's like, you need to go back. You all are you guys are fresh wood in a crucible. Like you need to get the hell out of here. And you see that as he's like, yeah, like you guys need to leave, and he's doing this whole time. He'll gently like descend down, so you see his boots hit the ground and stuff as he looks in his jacket for a pipe, and like he's gonna start smoking a little pipe next to it. He's like, also, I mean, do you want a hit of this?
Would we recognize what it is?
It begins.
What does it smell like?
Sure. He's like, I pack it myself. Oh, it's the good stuff. Like that's all he says. I mean, this thing is literally like a fire demon. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
where,
I mean,
like it's a fire demon dressed as like a Clockwork Orange guy. Like, and he's offering you a pipe. Like this is not a question of what's in the pipe. You know what I mean? That would be like I have to re-roll the reaction roll. You know,
I'm really,
if you like just,
I'm really not smart
cards on the table here.
I'll take it.
I mean that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take it
right.
and take a puff.
Nice. Okay. This is a very strong what do you call it? Like an upper. Let me look up what exactly it does. It's not bad. It's not
demonic crack you just gave me.
It's not demonic crack. No, it has a very cinder. It smells like cindered earth. But no, it's after he puffs, or when you inhale, they tell you it's like, oh, we call it eye opener.
Sounds like crack.
Nah, yeah, me and the boys harvested here and roll it up ourselves. He says I'm terrible at rolling this stuff. What do you think?
It's like take a big hit.
Yeah,
yeah, it's stronger than what we got up top, but I can see why you like it. It's like, by the way, I'm Galil, and these are my companions. What's your name?
Roll a d6 for me.
4.
Okay. You lose 4 intelligence temporarily.
Oh wow. Okay.
I am the dumbest wizard ever.
So we don't find another spell book.
Yeah, it was like, what happens if my intelligence drops to like? How much intelligence do you need to function just as a human, or I guess as a humanoid species? Like 1?
Yeah, you
2?
need at least 1. If you go to 0, you're in bad shape.
Okay. Well, I'm not quite there yet.
I would say if you're under 6, I would question your ability to form advanced cogent sentences. I think that's
so.
Fair.
You
Under
would
6.
say that at 3, I probably shouldn't be trying to negotiate with this primordial.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is a different game and things are bleeding through, but like I feel like AD&D gives, which this game is based on, a 3 would be like the equivalent intelligence of a dog. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
You'd have just forgotten. If you knew Primordial, just forgotten.
You're a damn stupified. You
I
are.
take that hit, and I'm just like,
yeah, you literally can't talk.
It's like Bando needs to be the face of the party now.
Okay, 2 things happen though. Also, you are now under the effect of that seer spell that lets you see hidden things.
Cool.
I forgot what it's called. Which secret sight?
Something chant?
Chant. It's just called chant.
Yeah, it's your chant. Yeah, like it has chant effects. So like you're immediately like everything has crisp silhouettes, and like you could see like if you had that, I don't know. Again, I don't know why my brain does this, but I'm going to that new the new optics that the military has. That's like infrared that has like the outline of like stuff. Like you get those like contour, bright high visibility FLIR like vision. But like you can't talk. So like good luck communicating this because you are drooling, buddy. This stuff knocks you the heck out, metaphorically. You're still awake, but like no, you probably can't even stand. It's
just
rough.
Just like sit down and like lean against the sarcophagus.
Yeah, told you it's that good shit. He like takes a big puff of it. He seems relatively immune to whatever the mind-numbing effects it is at this point.
I'm just confused about what what is going, because I don't understand what they've been saying. I've just seen Galil take a hit from this pipe, and he's just he's out.
He said, "All right." The last thing you hear in Primordial before your brain just goes to soup is like, "Your translator probably shouldn't have taken a hit." Primordial. He's like, and he goes back like, "Oh, I gotta speak this. Oh, this direct." You know, like he like curses again in Primordial, but like he's like is intermixing Primordial and Arcantian together. You know, So I think this is really funny because I feel like you're so high, Galil, that you can smoke, like you'll get the phrases, but you just cannot communicate. Like when he has his little asides of like whatever else he's saying, like you'll have to remember it when you're when
just
you recover that.
Hold like taking 4 rounds to come up with a response.
Oh my god, that's the perfect analogy. Basically, if you ever seen Dracula flow, it's just like you're there. It's rough. Okay, so so he's gonna switch over, and Pumice Malian is the best way he is the best description. It sounds a lot better in Primordial.
Pumice Malian.
Yeah.
Pumice Malian. Okay.
And he
Pumice Malian
tips his hat to you.
I'll sort of bow to him a little bit.
Look, I'm not from this plane, if you know what that is. But I belong here more than you do. You need to go. Like, you need to go back the way you came. I feel bad for you. He's literally talking down to you like a baby. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I feel bad about you. You are dumb. Like you need to go. Like he's trying to like you know it's quasi it's less eloquent than what I'm even saying. But yeah, like this guy's friendly, but he's thinks that you're this pointing at the sarcophagus. You'll die.
Yeah, we kind of got that impression, actually.
Yeah. You haven't even met the boss.
The boss? Who's that?
Tarmis. He laughs when he says it.
Look at Tarmis.
Yeah. And you're looking at the sarcophagus, by the way, and like on the sarcophagus says, you know, here lies I'll give it. Yeah, it definitely says here lies Tarmis, and it's like 250,000, you know, whatever years old, you know, and all the date that it's described there. I'll give it to you in a second as I go back to that part of the book. But the rest of it is like he's like, yeah, I mean, Tarmis is still up here.
Wow. Okay. I don't know what else to ask him really. I feel like we should
look if the boss, he calls him the boss. Like he's like, look, if you were looking around and if they caught you up here, you're done.
Who's they?
The boss. Tarmis.
Oh, the boss. Oh, Tarmis. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tarmis is around here somewhere, or
he runs the joint. Like he's like, this is why you can't be here. This is why you're dumb. You need to get. You don't even know.
Okay.
Did you read the door? Like, did you?
No,
did you? Can you read?
We couldn't get through the door.
There wasn't a door.
It was
rubble.
Oh my god! I was like, he says in Primordials, it's like I'm talking to Beastman. He's like, I would rather deal with Dino right now. It's like what he's literally saying. He's like, I would rather deal with the damn Beastman. You were so. All right, okay. Here's the deal. Leave now, or I incinerate you.
Okay. We get the message. We get the message.
And he doesn't say incinerate. He uses the term. He uses the term in Primordial, but like you don't need to know because like fire starts erupting around him, and you're like, okay, I get it.
Let me just grab this arm, and we'll get our compatriots
Yeah.
here to chuck the rope down, and we'll be gone.
Take that piece of shit with you, yeah.
Okay, restow that. Right, come on, guys. Start leading Galil
Yeah.
to the.
It's like drooling. Carry me on your back down the rope.
Sorry. So here is the inscription in Mithric, that you have it, but I'll also read it aloud because it's kind of nice. But it does kind of change the vibe. Here rests Tarmus, loyal servant of Thoth, seeker of hidden ways, who destroyed the loathsome ones, raised his children from spores, and opened this cavern. Those who disturb his sleep will be returned to the mulch from whence they came.
Sounds like a challenge.
It's so true. But
so I guess that's his. So the weird fungus creatures on the columns are probably his children, right? That he's talking about there. Interesting. Okay.
the loathsome ones?
No, the what did it say there? Who
His
destroyed raised his children from spores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Cool. Noted that down.
Right.
Yep, great. Yeah, so grab the marble arm. I'll start shuffling everyone back off the plateau. Doffing and scraping to this pumice malian as we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once you all are leaving, that's good. He's like, yeah. Don't come back till you get more information or something, or more well armed. That's please. Like,
As we're walking back, I'm still under the effects, right?
oh yeah, for sure. You're under the effects until pretty much the end of the adventure. This stuff is strong.
Do I see anything kind of standing out?
Yeah,
That would review.
I will say that I think you can see through the spores as a direct result of this.
Okay. Oh, so I can just basically see a path forward and everything, and
yeah. So you can actually you have like 30 feet of vision, more or less. Like you can see as far as your light goes.
nice.
I'll allow that. That's kind of the benefit here. So what I will say is, this path does not directly abut this plateau. This path is 10 feet off, like, let's say, it's running again tangentially to the path, to this temple off the, let's say like the 9 o'clock, right? So the 45 degrees. So this is actually like slanted over a little more.
This
That
is
helps
like
you at
cute.
all. Yeah, you're running, it runs, yeah, so like the path just like, there's 10 feet and then there's the plateau. So you can get back, so you can see that and get back down on the path. But I think but let's also pause for a second, because let's do some mapping probably for the session before we wrap up. I assume you're probably eating out of here.
Yeah, I think we haven't got too long left, right? So I think we're gonna have to beat a retreat. Either way, but it would be good to at least get some landmarks, even if we can't get. So anything good we can see.
There is torchlight. So from where you are, I assume you come down. I mean, I'm gonna give you a little a sticky note as sort of like a. I think you're approximately here, more or less. You're in this area from the. Let me give you a different color so you can differentiate that. How about that? You're somewhere like right, like this is like approximately where you are coming down. So when I say from that, I guess I'll just leave it there. I didn't mean to cover up your stuff, but it will help you because 80 feet to the east, you can see that there is like directly. West. Sorry, 2 west. I'm so sorry. Yeah. 80 feet to the west. Thank you for asking. Directly 80 feet to the west. There is torchlight growing or ascending, like in brightness and luminosity. You can see that there is a worked Arcantian stone as well as a natural cave face And you can see that there is a ladder, or some sort of climbing system that leads up, because this Arcantian path is like 20 feet, or about 25 feet up, about the same level as the to your east, the forum column thing. The I'm gonna describe to the west of where you were, from up top for a second.
Yeah.
And describe this forum. This forum is 50 by 80, as a long rectangular column.
$50 by $80.
It's a rectangle, and yeah,
I think I can change this shape.
there are a ton of columns and plants. All over it. The last 30 feet, so this would be the northern side of this rectangle, there is sort of a like a raised part of the platform with even more columns all over it, with some sort of like throne or chair kind of centered in the middle, with some steps going down to the sort of receiving area, which is the rest of this forum court. And 10 feet from the bottom of this forum, on flanking each side of it, is a set of staircases, but you didn't really see how far they go down or anything. You just see this beginnings of or the top parts, the opposite of a debouchement, embouchement, like the top of a stair.
On what side, you said?
This is 10 feet from the bottom.
Okay, on the far side
Both
over
sides,
here.
flanking both sides. There's a
Okay.
set of stairs descending that people could climb if you can get to them. Right? I think it was important to flag this thing.
Okay. I wonder if it's actually anywhere near these doors, or if our mapping's off.
And you said they were stairs up or down?
Stairs down. This is the opposite of a debouchement. Like this, there's stairs going up to this level from somewhere, right? So they terminate at the equal level of the forum.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, yeah, you could see from the rest, like the edges of the this forum here, it is 25 feet up. Again, this is we're kind of like doing this weird quasi time mapping thing. This is like after you've regained your senses, you could remember this and describe this to people.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you say the north side of this forum thing was a giant chair, or it looked like a
There was a
throne?
chair, like a throne, yeah. Like where obviously the guy would hold court and sit above everyone, right? But it was empty. And did I describe there was a bunch of plants?
Yeah.
So there are a lot of plants in here, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Columns
almost hard to see what's exactly going on there because there's so many damn plants growing all over it.
And the ladder over here by the light went up or
Up.
well, I guess we wouldn't see it going down.
No, because the light is not actually so you can't see the bottom of the ladder. The light was actually coming from this 25 feet up Arcantian pathway that's about maybe like 5 feet wide that this ladder goes up to. Because what's holding that torch, you could see, is a patrol. A banda. marching in their tough little rigid formations. When you see a pack of 6 people walking in that regimented thing, I don't think you know what I mean, with weird heads. I feel like could really only be one answer. I don't mind jumping to that conclusion for you.
Okay. And is there? I suppose we probably couldn't see that actually.
So
is
also
anything to the north or?
Yeah, 110 feet north of that road. Let's continue going down that vector. You see a tiny lantern that's illuminating. For a small land in a what would be I guess you would call a void.
So you said 110 north of the Banda lanterns?
No, 110 feet if following the vector of the pathway.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
So like this. Is that 110?
Yeah, if you extended that vector, right, 110 feet.
How many is this
There
right
is
now?
there is a flickering light on a rocky island, for lack of a better term. Silhouetting. Yeah, you're gonna be off this grid square.
Yeah. It's just
you can't stop here. This is bad country. Good luck. I said, this is tough to do at the end of the night as well. This is a really hard thing to map. Getting a high ground underground in a massive forest jungle thing. Brother, this is
struggling to even conceptualize it really, but yeah.
Yeah, you're in a massive underground rainforest cavern, right? I think that's pretty self-evident.
Okay, so that's 5, 10. That's 150. How far did you say it was? 110 or something? Yep. Okay, so that would be
pretty much
here.
110 from where you're standing.
You
are right now from where you're standing.
Yeah.
So it's much further beyond, but I leave that up to you.
Yeah, that's like.
You can see the mushroom forest from this light source. Ends, right? Like sharply, and just turns to there might be some kind of structure in this void, like a overhang, like a balcony that you can see out there with with some sort of like floating craft like dangling from this balcony moored to it. But across is this from that again, so this would be from the terminating balcony point. You can see there's 30 feet away, there's this large, like 20 by 30 rocky island, because there's a flickering torch on that island that's just on the ground. Almost like I'm trying to think of like almost like a glow stick, like kind of glow, like a solid glow, illuminating this island. It's completely barren, except there is definitely a silhouette of some sort of tall, stoically standing, headless shape. Just proudly, peerlessly, peering over whatever this domain is.
Oh, is the torchlight in the statue, like holding it or something? On the large rocky island?
No. This is not. No, it's completely on the ground. It's the torch. It's not like a Statue of Liberty, it's nothing like that. It's no. This torch is much smaller than this statue. The statue is much bigger. It's giving you the same vibe as like someone's gear, kind of light rather than light from this sort of statue. But it's ominous. It gives you that sort of foreboding sense that the other statues, like what it yeah, that's all I'll say from this distance. So I just reread the description. It's not a void. I guess you would see some ripples.
So maybe some sort of water.
Yeah, so there's a water effect. It's not complete. It's not still. Is what I just discovered. So, as it's not still, you would definitely see ripples. So it's not floating in a void. There's definitely some sort of large water base, and this seems to be in the middle of the water, or middle enough. You can't see the end of the what gets illuminated by that light source at the end, the edge of this cliff or this island doesn't really show anything else. You know what I mean? Like you can't see the other side. But it's very big.
Yeah. Wow. So cool.
Brother, it gets crazier, and I know we're running out of time, so can we just... Is it okay if you indulge me here? You do not have to make a escape out. This is not your fault. You know what I mean? This is not...
I'm just keen to get as much info as we can, but yeah, I can hang around to this. But
okay, from the top of the where the mausoleum is, basically, right? From the top of the mausoleum.
Oh, from here, yeah.
160 feet away.
Which direction? North?
East.
East.
This you're following that fireball, like the method, right? It illuminated as it was flying over a very minor part of some sort of other large plateau that breaks up the massive forests. It looks approximately equal height to the spot that you're at, so you also didn't get a good picture, right? But I would, because you only saw it for a split second as it was zooming by, right? But it could have been, it looked like a long strip rather than like a huge circular plateau. So this was, again, to the east. 160 feet east, you saw there was a plateau. You didn't get a full size of it. But it seemed pretty big. And then lastly, sorry. What would be the easiest way to describe this? I'll go from where you're standing. I mean, I don't want to do the math right now. I am getting kind of tired at the end here. So I'll refine this here, but like it's basically 200 feet. You see a torch on a post, near and you can see that the fungal forest kind of terminates into a cave mouth.
Which direction?
East, 200 feet east. Let's say almost at like between 2 and 3 o'clock position from the top of the plateau. 200 feet that way. So it's kind of on a diagonal. Somewhere over there. Yeah. You see that there is a mouth of a cave. Right? So Creepy Lake to the north. Mouth cave 200 feet over there. This weird forum area, another plateau, just forest upon forest upon forest, another exit to the west. Brother, yeah, this is a massive, massive area. You have no idea how, you know what I mean? You have no idea the rest of how big this thing is. But like, yeah, this is a big boy. Is that okay?
This is the Great Cavern.
Yeah. Do Jurassic Park music.
Do do do.
Very cool.
For for expediency's sake, there's no encounters coming back.
Is this the forum of Set, or this is just another forum? Or would we not know that yet?
You won't know that, and it's not like you get Feat of Exploration XP.
Yeah, just for note taking, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I leave that as an exercise to the reader.
The impression we got was a forum set was somewhere where merchants go, right? So I don't know.
Yeah,
that looks like
it's a vast.
Sure,
yeah. The stories of the forums of Set is that somewhere underground there's a massive marketplace, where quote unquote free thinkers can get along and share and trade.
We thought freely and traded with Primabubulus. What was his name again?
Primabubulus is my second elf character tonight. I will remember.
Pumice Malian,
yeah.
What was the first one you said? It was like Rockstar Holy Water? Rainforest? Something Rainforest?
Oh yeah, what did I call this?
I love that name. It was great. I was like, I'm definitely gonna name an elf that character. Oh well, I'll listen to it.
Mushroom Rainforest? No. Fungal Rainforest? Hot Tub Rainforest.
Hot Tub Rainforest. Yeah. Hot Tub Rainforest. Such a good elf name. Not for this campaign, of course, but like something else. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So, we'll just say we go back to town. You didn't really get any treasure, did you?
We got nothing.
You got nothing.
We didn't even get in a fight that whole session.
We survived after meeting a primordial butler and a
I genuinely thought we were going to get obliterated.
Sure. No.
We got some orange cat mushrooms.
The townsfolk have a great story to tell now.
Look, on a flat 2d6 reaction roll, I don't think their numbers exist below 11. Okay, like this entire time. So like it's okay. You had a very, very interesting time when you had encounters, and most of the time you didn't have encounters, and when you did, they were really weird ones. But thanks for being good sports. I thought it was sorry you didn't get any experience, but sometimes it'd be like that.
Sometimes it's what you got to do, right?
Knowledge is power.
Found something. Whether we can take on this area, I don't know, but I don't know. At least we open up that passage, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you opened up that passage. It's also like, you know what I mean? We open up
what's
that
going to come out of it?
Yeah, exactly. The thing about passages is that they're two-way streets. Exactly.
Surely we'll make a ton of money selling off these mushrooms. Bando says as he happily marches back into town.
That's a good point. I mean, that is treasure, I guess, in many ways.
How do you enjoy your first adventure, Bando? That's quite exhilarating, wasn't it?
Loyalty test. This guy, give him a 15 because he literally was scurrying away at the end there, terrified. He's not very happy. If you can roll, if you beat a 15, he'll be back. Yeah. No, I'm gonna grow my regular old oyster mushrooms. Adventuring ain't for me.
And what about Rochelta, whatever her name.
You can tell the grandkids you met an angel. You met an angel and a devil on the same day, Bando. How about that?
I bet. 20. Oh, natural 20. She's excited for those mushrooms.
Razla is like, get me back to this forest. Yeah, 100% loyal. She'll show up for any group going here.
She's like, I will make my riches.
Make a post-it note or an addendum to that if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Do we have to roll for Flavius and Gond? What's to do with them? Okay.
What was her name?
Oh yeah, for sure. You need to make a loyalty test for them at 10. Just straight 10.
Yeah. I'll do.
No, sorry, -1. D20 -1. I'd say -1 because you didn't get treasure. And let's be real,
Yeah.
like friendship's great, but friendship don't pay the bills.
Okay, I'm gonna do -2 because I got -1 charisma. So Gond.
Like, you will get some
9.
money. So I lied. You will get some experience because you did get these mushrooms, right? These mushrooms
Yeah.
technically are worth something.
Gond,
So how many
Gond-
mushroom
oh.
stacks do you have that you're selling?
I mean, they're quite handy. But I've got free caps and Gond's take a cap.
Yeah, didn't Bando take like pockets full of the brown ones?
I think Gond took 2. I took 4, but Flavius used 1, so that's 5.
I have 1 fungal torch.
So we have 6. We got 6. We brought 6 orange caps back with us. Basically.
Are you selling 6?
I think I'm gonna hold on to 1.
Okay, so you sell 5.
Sell 5, yeah.
50 experience. Total.
Oh.
Total? Each.
Total. Yeah, they're 10 each.
Yeah. And that's amongst the 4 townsfolk. No, 2 townsfolk, right?
Yeah. So
The
each of those is
2
2 shares total, right? There's 4 of them, so each at half share. Oh no, sorry. No, the townsfolk don't get any money. They got their 15 gold. They're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
The adventurers though, we're splitting. So there's technically 3 shares total, but I'll do it. I'll divide by 1, 2,
8 plus 2.
I
And
need
the 2
half
hirelings?
shares. What's the easiest way to get to half shares? Yeah,
Isn't it 8?
8. Yeah, it'd be 8.
There's 4 of us that get shares.
I think there's probably a better math way because you could just double a single half share again because it's 2 people. It doesn't matter. 8 people. I'm sure.
Math is hard.
That's 6. That's 6 experience a person. Or sorry, 6. That's 6 for the 6 for Gond and Flavius. And that would be 12 for you two.
Great.
That doesn't. But the thing is that that's 24. 24 plus 12 is 36, and that's not 50. So like, I don't understand math.
Don't you just do, what was it, 50?
It's 50 experience, yeah.
And they're taking half share each, so divided by...
It's 5 by
3.
4.
No, but it's 3. It's 2 half shares and 2 full shares, right? So
Right.
if you divide by 3, we would get 16 each, and they would get 8 each, I think.
Yeah. That sounds... Let's do that, because that makes more sense. So... What was the final number?
16.
Right, 16 and 8. Yeah.
16 and 8, yeah. 160. Yeah, so it's an extra 4. Yeah, 168. Yeah, it doesn't make a massive amount of difference, but yeah.
No. That's true. You did get some sort of consolation. So, if you can create an operation of harvesting even more mushrooms, though, think about it.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with us taking the mushrooms. Who knows?
Yeah, you have.
Actually,
you also alerted that there's the boss named Tarmus, and did you read his inscription? So like,
I don't know. There's definitely some people in his party who'd be straight back there cracking that sarcophagus open, though. I know it. So I'm sure we're going to find out what's in there.
I mean, look, yeah, it was you had a hell of a random encounter.
Spread his children to the to more locations.
Yeah, you did that. So, all right, I got a fun thing to do about expanding the faction turn for this game.
Oh yeah, you got local factions to worry about.
Oh yeah, brother. You think you think like the 9 listed in Arden Vol is enough for me? Absolutely not. I have sub factions in my factions, man. Like, do you think I'm running faction turns for each of these baboon tribes? We're doing it. I'm simulating it. So.
8. I don't think anyone recorded Flavius's XP from his last adventure, but
oh
well.
That sucks.
Did you update this one already?
I updated that one, yeah. I've updated Gons.
Right. I think what I would say, okay, in the future, I think as a ruling, if somebody does not update their experience for their hireling, assume that is it's not only lost, but that is a failed loyalty test, and they will not adventure with you.
Okay. Well, I've updated it for this adventure. He's got 8 XP.
Okay. They will, like, in fact, like, they just straight up will never adventure with you again. Like, it's like you burn them. You know? Like, if you don't do proper accounting for them.
Like you, the person that was running it, or anybody?
Oh, anybody. Like, if Flavius went on an adventure, right, and they'd get a half share of experience, and nobody marked their half share of experience, and that gets found out, then that person, Flavius, will never work with you or the entire group.
Party again.
Any party again. No, you all are non grata. So keep track of that shit. Like that's look. I don't touch your all's character sheets. I don't really even like, to be honest with you. I don't even have them open. I have way too many things open already to do this.
Yeah.
You know, I have literally like 6 PDFs open right now between Shadowdark, Osric, the maps, Knave and the halls are in Vul. I got dang Miro and Discord and OB. I got too much stuff on. I got programs of the damn guilds right now. I cannot have that management. So like, I will be a very strict master if I have delegating this. Okay. Anyways, we're way over time. People are super kind.
Yeah. Cool. That's fun.
Sick.
Thanks a lot.
Spooky but fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have a good one, y'all.
See ya.
Catch you later. Bye.